And we should be live. What is going on, all of you amazing gamers out there in the world? I am Mega Am, so thank you for watching this live stream or the VOD of this live stream. If you're in the chat or not live, appreciate you being here regardless. I'm here with the Indie Game Awards. I've never watched this actually. I meant to last year, never did, but this will be my first time watching it, so I don't really know what to expect. All I know is I've been loving indie games recently, and I figured it was a good time to check them out. What's up, Neto? We get Neto live in chat. We also got Mercury live in chat. Mercury listens to the SWAT theme by Rhythm Heritage, very nice. The Hustle by Van McCoy. Love theme by Love Unlimited Orchestra, very nice. The Word 2 by, is it Shigeo Sekito? Is that how you pronounce that? I'm sorry, I probably butchered that. I've got my Christmas hat ready. I've got Tunic, the Tunic Fox here. I don't know if his name's Tunic in the game. I don't think so. I think it's just the Fox. I got him here with me, ready to go. Hi, Web Spider. Good to see you live in chat. Hope you're doing well. They taste good. What tastes good? What's tasting good? Indie games? Indie games are great. I don't know if you should eat your games. I heard they don't taste good, but great games to play. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody who celebrates. Thanks, man. Alright. Indie games great too. Hell yeah. Let me know.
Welcome to the 2025 IGA's Countdown. I'm Kelsey Lynn Townjo, and I'm here to jog your memories a bit
ahead of the
countdown.
Big Show. Okay, so this is
for
the
next
pre-show,
20
so
minutes,
it starts
we're going to take a brief look back at the 10 indies nominated for Game of the Year. Absolum,
exactly.
And
Very
Roger,
accessible to players
Consume
and shorter,
Me,
yeah.
Blueprints,
all great choices.
Citizen Sleeper 2,
Although,
Star Wars Vector.
I
Claire
wish
Obscure,
Ballpit was
Expedition
included in this
33,
group, but there's a lot of good
Hades
contenders.
2, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Keep Driving,
What does everybody want
and
to win?
Pipistrello and the Cursed
I'm
Yo-Yo.
personally
Throughout the countdown,
Claire Obscure
we'll
is gonna
also
win,
take a
but I'm
checkpoint here
personally
and there
leaning
to
towards,
spotlight our wonderful sponsors who helped us put this whole
like
production
82
together.
or Silksong, one of
All right,
those.
let's get to
Or
it.
Consume Me. Heard very good things about Consume Me. Let me know how audio is in chat. If it's too loud, I can turn it down. I imagine it's not too quiet, but we'll see. Hey, Takoyaki, good to see you live in chat. Hope you're doing well. All right. This is Absalom, right? This looks pretty cool. I've heard very good things about this game. That got weird. Bye-bye. You're gone for 24 hours. It has been a long time, Takoyaki. I was gonna say. Good to see you in chat. Shout out to all the viewers here. Yeah, so I haven't checked this game out yet. I think they're doing a recap. Let me turn it down a tiny bit. Let me know if that's a little better. I think they're doing a recap of all the games nominated for Game of the Year. This is a beat 'em up, right? I think from some of the people who worked on Streets of Rage 4, actually, maybe. Mercury, it happens. It's like, you just gotta, honestly, for me at least, the worst thing you could do is acknowledge their presence until you, like, I like to give people a chance, but if they start spamming like that, it's just too much. Now, this is a game I played, actually, and Roger is a very interesting game. Very triggering, I'm sure, for people who have had this experience, but it's very short, too. It's like a couple hours, but it tells a really interesting narrative. Hey, Grand Soren, good to see you live in chat. Hope you're doing well. Based on your comment, I mean, I can't, I don't know, I can't translate, but something about a Santa hat, probably? I imagine you mean 2026 Mercury? The new year? Or are you talking about this past year? That's fair. It can be hard to look forward to things sometimes, for sure. Especially depending on your interests and if there's nothing really new that intrigues you, for sure. I'm looking forward to a few games. I'll have a video up probably in a few weeks on the channel about that, so, you know, I'll be talking about some of that stuff there, but, yeah, it could be hard. Yeah, hopefully the audio's okay. Definitely let me know. Shout out to all the viewers currently. This is a countdown, I guess, to the main show. Just a reminder of all of the GOTY nominees this year. Or the Indie Game Awards. If you're just joining, Indie Game Awards is very much focused on indie games. So, you know, you're not, I don't think you're going to have reveals too, like the Game Awards, the big show from last week does, but I've always wanted to watch it, never have, and I figured check it out on stream here and react to it. I don't know how long it's going to be. Blueprints, also very good game. I played this. everybody was raving about this game early in the year. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Mercury, you've been on the channel for like a few years now, I feel like, so you're one of the veterans on this channel. Yeah, for sure. It's been great having you in the chat on the channel here, Mercury. Appreciate you being here, as always. Yeah, this game is very cool. I do imagine that some of these games like might have... There might be like spoilery footage for some of the games here, so if you don't care about spoilers, probably fine. I don't really know, actually. But they are showing off a lot of footage of these games, granted out of context, so maybe you're fine with it. Been a while since Snap, but nice moment here in your evolution. For sure, for sure. You know, honestly, like, even if we don't share a lot of, like, there's a lot of music that you know about that I don't, and so I appreciate learning those from you, Mercury, you know?
Wake up, sleeper.
Citizen Sleeper I have not played before, either game. One indie game that you're looking forward to is The Free Shepherd. I don't think I've heard of that before.
Right so far.
As a shepherd herding sheep's nice. Oh, that's the premise. Cool. Takoyaki, there's a game that came out this year called Herdling. I heard pretty decent things about it. I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in. I don't think you're herding sheep, but you're herding these like fantastical sheep-looking creatures. No worries, Mercury. Thanks for popping in quickly. Appreciate you.
Not for a moment. That derelict was a death trap. Suddenly, it was all
the game name, this is Citizen Sleep. Oh, sorry. The one I recommended was called Herdling.
But we've got to bounce back.
Herdling.
We've secured the contract. So let's talk, crew. How about Mia? She was handy with that drone. Stop the whole thing blowing up in our faces.
Web Spider drawing, it was because you said something about a child tasting good, and I'm sorry, but you're literally going to get timed up because of that. So either don't say stupid stuff like that in chat, or
we find
leave.
Someone new, but new crew.
Yeah, definitely check it out, Takoyaki.
Have new problems.
Commander Shepard. Yeah, maybe like 2D Mass Effect vibes. I don't know. I've heard the gameplay's very interesting in these games. I haven't played them.
Nothing in the belt ever runs smooth.
Starward Vector. I've heard good things, though. Clearly, it's enough to make a sequel. Oh, Panic. Panic is the one who makes the Playdate, right? They're the ones behind that hardware?
Hello, Indie Game Awards.
The only trouble is the Free Shepherds have come out.
The
Oh, so it's not even
Blue
next
Yellow
year, it's
Game
coming out
console
later?
with Crank.
Gotcha, okay.
Playdate is made for fun and comes with 24 free games, plus hundreds more available in our store from incredible indie
Playdate's one of those
developers.
novelty things
Some
I've been
you know
tempted to
and
buy.
some we'd love for you to meet. Here's just a little taste.
But like, there are like legit developers working on a bunch of games on the system, which is kind of cool. There's definitely a lot of novelty behind it. I feel like it has like Game Boy energy, but like with the crank mechanic. Well, Web Spider, you gotta remember that you lose all context when you type stuff in chat. So just don't even say it in the first place.
Ready for your Playdate?
It doesn't matter if you didn't mean it like that. It was weird.
Find us at play.
It looked weird in chat. And yeah, don't spam, please. Honestly, I'm gonna put that as a pinned comment right now. There it is, Clay Obscure. Because honestly, I don't like spamming in my chat, and if you guys don't like that, I'm sorry, but just don't chat. Simple as that.
Ticking down every year.
I'm actually trying to read chat here and read what people have to say, and it's really not great when other people are spamming. So this game is interesting because if those of you who were watching my Game Awards reaction last week,
she paints again.
like,
an expedition departs for the continent.
there's a whole controversy about whether this game is considered indie.
Destroy the paintress.
Yeah, it's probably going to
so
take a
she
lot of
can
awards
never
tonight, Takoyaki.
paint
Because from what I hear, it's a small core team, but
break the cycle so she can't steal
there was so
anyone
many
else's
other
future.
external contractors who worked on this game that it's like, is it really? I don't know. What is the definition of indie anymore? Like, there really is no set in stone. Which is why it's tough that it's like, you have a show called the Indie Game Awards, you know? I've heard it's really good. I've honestly been tempted myself. I've heard this is really good. Yeah, Grand Storm, I think because the core team at Sandfall Interactive is like, it's like less than 30 people, I think, or around 30 people. So the core team is really small, but there's a lot of contractors and outside workers that work on this. So it's like, yeah, what even is indie anymore? You know what I mean?
Even if we fail.
Because this game had a massive budget, you know? So what... What is indie? Is it budget? Is it team size? But then when you say team size, does that include contract? I feel like it should include contractors, to be honest. I feel like the number of people who worked on a game at all should be considered an indie. So, honestly, I don't know if I don't know how to feel about Clair Obscur being indie, especially to your point, Takoyaki, about it probably taking almost every award. Consume Me is a really cute game from what I've seen. A cute game with like a serious message, but also like a fun game. I've been tempted to check this one out too. It's about like the developer's life, like growing up with like an eating disorder. But it looks like just like a fun game, you know? And I love when, I mean, indie games especially, I love when games like tell a message like that. Oh, it's only on PC. Oh, interesting. It's not even on consoles. I'd love to see like a Switch port for that or something. Is a Dispatch in any of the categories this year, actually? I don't remember. There we go.
Well, daughter of
I have the physical copy now. I just gotta play this game.
Princess of the underworld.
Was it on the... In the main Game Awards show it was, but for the Indie Game Awards, I'm not sure. On the Game Awards, yeah.
Time itself is against us.
It was in, I think it was debut indie specifically.
And
Takoyaki,
war
yeah.
has come to Mount
I think it's included here. I think. But debut indie is also a weird category because you could just leave one studio and join another, and then you make a game at the new studio and it's considered debut indie. You know what I mean? It's a weird concept because a lot of those people who worked on Dispatch, you know, previously worked at Telltale Games, making like the Walking Dead games and all of those. So it's like, I don't know. It's the first game of that studio, but not the first game of the people making the game. You know, which is kind of a weird idea. Yeah, I got Hades 2 is high on my backlog playlist right now. I hope to play this next year. Just didn't have enough time this year. Too many new games coming out. Hell yeah. I love Supergiant. They make great games. Loved Bastion back in the day. I still used to play Transistor. How was audio, by the way, everybody? Is audio okay? Can you guys hear me well enough over the YouTube video,
I have
YouTube
to
footage?
be more than that. This family, they deserve their vengeance. But I cannot stop Kronos on my own. Will you aid me?
We got your back, sister, so just keep moving forward.
I love Greek mythology too. I was obsessed with Greek mythology back in middle school. Big Percy Jackson fan back in the day. I still appreciate it. It's just like, it'd be cool to have a game around it. I think it's alright. Okay. Could it be better?
Stand him until our night arrives.
This is it.
Go kill time. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
Hell yeah. A lot of good sequels this year. Hey, Neil the BC fan. Good to see you live in chat. Hope you are doing well. There you go. There's Silksong. Hope you're doing well, Neil the BC fan. Happy holidays to you and to everybody. If you celebrate. If you don't, happy end of the year. I still gotta play the original. I have the original on Switch. I love how this game looks. Was it Jared I was talking to the other night at the Game Awards? I was like, bro, look at the art style of Silksong. And he was like, I don't know, it just looks generic. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, hello? Look at Silksong, man. It just looks so good. Like, I'm sorry, like, this to me has, like, way more interesting art than Clair Obscur. Personally. I know that's a subjective thing, but, like, this is such a striking game visually. You never heard about Silk? The Song of Silk? This looks so good, it's just like, I'm a little nervous trying out Hollow Knight because of what I've heard about the difficulty in the combat. I love Metroidvanias, but that combat, I need to see. Also, shout out to the developers of this game just being like, we took so long because we wanted to spend more time in the game, you know? I'm gonna turn this down to teensy weensy bit, and you guys let me know if it's not good. Alright, we're gonna try that. Let me know if that's better or worse. Alright, let's go through them all. Oh, Annapurna's a sponsor of the show? I didn't realize. Remember a game that's very similar to Hollow Knight? It's called Have a Nice Day. I feel like I've heard of that before. Oh, Have a Nice Death. Yes, I've heard of that game before. Yeah. I don't know if I recall it, but what is this game? Is this is one of the indie game GOTY nominees? Don't think I know what this game is. Very visually interesting. I don't think I've ever checked out an Annapurna game, to be honest, but I know they do publish a lot of games. Well, I know that there was a whole issue with the original Annapurna team. They left, right? I forget where they went, but I'm pretty sure they left. The original team. I don't know where they are now, but... It's especially heart-wrenching to me when you hear about, like, problematic, like, leadership or just, like, team issues. Yeah, I know they're a great publisher. I've just never played one of their games. Especially with indie studios, I feel like it's so gut-wrenching. Like, when I heard that, like, Moon Studios, the developers behind Will of the Wisps, was, like, super toxic workplace, I'm like, damn, dude. Oh, so was that a new game then? Was that not one of the GOTY nominees? Keep Driving, I've also heard very good things about. 2026 is going to be sacked for sure. Only Annapurna game you played is Stray. Gotcha. Yeah, and Stray was nominated for GOTY. Was it 2022? When did that game come out? That one best indie game there. Because if it was 2022, that's crazy because that's the same year that Tunic came out, and Tunic is literally one of my favorite games of all time, so. Oh, wait, they published Sayonara Wild Hearts, Netto? Oh, I had no idea. I've heard very good things about that game. Cool, I didn't realize that. Nice. I've heard very interesting things about Keep Driving. It's cool to see it nominated, because that came out, like, what was it, January? That was an early one. Good to see them recognize it. From what I've heard, Takoyaki, yeah, Astrobot's supposed to be really good. A lot of people compared it to, like, a Mario Galaxy 3, but having it be PlayStation and, like, especially if you're a PlayStation fan, I think that helped as well. There are a lot of references to stuff. I played a little bit of it. It's actually pretty fun. So, I would say it deserved it personally, but, you know, depends on your tastes. Good luck with that Takoyaki. They keep raising the price of the PS5 as well. It's like, man. I would love for them to bring Astrobot to PC, but I don't. I think that's the one game they won't because it relies on the haptics of the DualSense so much. They still could, but I don't expect them to bring it to PC at all. They had some community voting for this show, but really not a lot. There were like some limited options, and there were some write-ins. If they were write-ins, which is cool, so you could write in whatever games you played that you liked the most of, like best gameplay mechanics or narrative or whatever. You're missing out on a lot of stuff. Been in a PC only game for a long time now. I mean, I think it depends on what you like, you know. I mean, Sony has a lot of stuff. They have a lot of big like high-budget single-player narrative games now. So if you like those. Oh, this is Pipistrello, because I've heard of this game. Interesting. I don't think I realized it was a 2D game. Yo-Yo-Vania. Nice. Why is this giving me Mina the Hollower vibes and that game isn't even out yet? I've heard pretty good things about this one. Oh, it's fun. Oh, really? Pipistrello's from a Brazilian studio? That's cool. I've heard good things about it. feel like I would enjoy this one. Dodgeball Academia. I can't say I've heard of that one, Neto, but that's cool. Face crime bosses. I love it. That's fun. Skill trees. Love to see it. Very much like Yacht Club energy here. I love it. Looks fun. Looks good. Oh, Yoko Shimomura was a composer on this game? See, that's crazy. She's been doing a lot of like indie games lately, I feel like. She was also at, what was it? She was at, they got her at the Vampire Survivors Orchestra. I don't know if anybody saw that. They had a whole live concert of Vampire Survivors, and she was a guest like composer there. I'm like, the crossover is crazy. That one looks fun. All right, those are our 10 goodies. Yeah, that Annapurna one was that was a new announcement. Okay.
Feeling caught up?
Cool.
Good. Because the 2025 Indie Game Awards start right now.
Right now, guys. All right, so first 20 minutes is a recap of the GOTY nominees.
Welcome to the
cool when you have 10 nominees. It's a lot.
Awards. My name is Mike Towndrow.
And I'm Kyle Stevenson. Whether
What's
it's
up,
late
guys?
at night or early in the morning where you're tuning in
Really
from,
obscure but great
we're
indie game,
so
the-
thrilled to have
the
you here
Desolate
celebrating
Hope.
indies with us.
Cool. What kind of
Tonight
games is it?
is about the human beings who drive our industry forward. Folks who pour their
Reach,
hearts
bro.
and souls into the experiences
So we're talking about here.
that bring us a bit of light in a dark, scary world. No game announcements, razor-sharp mascots, or Hollywood icons, just the people behind the games.
Hell yeah.
We've all poured countless
Taking a
hours
dig at
into.
Jeff Keighley a little bit.
The
We love
IGAs
it.
are a representation of indie professionals coming together
Oh,
to deliver
that's
the
Scott
definitive
Cawthon?
celebration of the
I
indie
kind of
scene.
fell off of FNAF.
6-1 Indie
What kind of
might be
game is
behind
that?
the
Is it like a
production
horror?
and
I'm not a big
organization of
horror
everything.
game.
But
guy.
tonight wouldn't be possible without our fellow indie game showcases,
Weird.
members of the game's media and institutions.
Did he finally
content
move on to
creators,
something
and
new?
More. As cliche as it may sound, it really does take a village to organize a show,
Very
brimming
true.
with diverse voices from across the industry.
We also have to take a moment to show all the love to our
Nice.
sponsors for literally putting their
I don't
money where
recognize
their
the other
mouths
two,
are
but,
to support
Annapurna
tonight's
and
festivities.
Panic, there you go.
Without you, I wouldn't
Oh,
have been
interesting.
able
A
to afford this
futuristic
huge bracket.
RPG.
See, we listened to the feedback from last year.
Interesting.
You
More
do
characters
look good,
are
buddy.
robots?
Thank you. You too,
Cool.
Kelsey. It bears repeating
Cool to
that
see that he's doing something
IGAs
new.
are strictly an awards-only ceremony. I love to tell you all about Hotline Miami 3, but that's not what tonight is about.
Yeah, okay.
It's about recognizing the
As I
achievements of
figured, it's really
independent
just the
developers and
awards
their
focus.
games over the
As
past year.
a
Here's
show
quick
called
rundown of
The
how
Awards
it's all
should be.
going to go down.
All of our
I am curious
nominees
about the
have
viewer
either
numbers for
launched
shows
in
like this, though.
1.0 or early access between November 1st, 2024 and October 31st, 2025.
Okay, so they're including early
to
access.
ensure
Okay.
a diverse selection of indie games across
Oh,
all
interesting.
categories, each game can be nominated for only one general category. This rule doesn't apply to the community management, community picks, and
Interesting.
game of the year
Okay,
categories,
just to keep things
as well as
fresh. That's kinda
categories
fun.
From our fellow indie game
Although maybe a little
showcases.
bit limiting.
And of course, games
The cutoff
developed
is
using
interesting.
generative
So the
AI
end of
are
October.
ineligible for nomination. For a detailed rundown of eligibility and how our nominees were selected,
Okay.
head to the link at the bottom of the screen.
Remember, tonight is a celebration. If your favorite game
I
needs
appreciate-
empty-handed or wasn't
I
nominated
appreciate the
at
fact
all,
that it's
that's
like
okay. There are a lot
they're
of
adding
games
more
out there,
variety
way
based on
more
the
than we could
limitations
possibly
on the
feature on this
categories.
show.
I actually kinda like
As we
that.
head into the holidays, please keep being.
I feel like as a
supportive backbone
result,
for your
you'll have
favorite
less
indies and the
instances
people
of
who
like player
created
obscure
them.
sweeping.
Need
You
a
know?
place to start? Head over to the official IGA Steam event. That's your
But it
hub
also
for
means your
all
favorite game
tonight's
might not be
nominees
nominated,
and
so.
more. Gift a game to a friend for the holidays, treat yourself during the break,
Cool.
or just hit that wish list button on anything that piques your interest.
Perfect. Okay. Enough
Cool.
preamble. Let's get into the evening's first category.
Our first presenter is hard at work crafting the latest
Debut
and greatest
game,
in
cool.
witch tech. Please welcome Anna Hollenrake from Electric Saint.
Cool.
Hello, my name is Anna Hollenrake and I'm the creative director at Electric Saint.
Oh,
Our
that is
first
but cool.
award shines a spotlight on a whole new wave of incredible voices that have recently joined the indie scene. Launching a game for the
Okay.
very first time.
Let's see how they
takes
handle
a lot
debut.
of creativity, guts, and commitment. And in this industry, that's no mean feat. So, with that in mind, our nominees for debut game are Discounty by Crinkle Cut Games.
Oh, I've heard of this game.
Fretless, The Wrath of Riftsun by Ritual Studios.
Cool. It's a fun looking one.
Isla, A Frosty Glide by Magic Rain Studios.
3D platformer vibes.
Sorry We're Closed by Ala Mode Games. Claire Obscure.
Yep, okay, Claire Obscure is
Expedition
here.
33 by Sandful Interactive.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because like A lot of indie studios are
Tyrant's
composed
Realm
of
by
veterans
Team
already.
Tyrant.
How do you distinguish that, you know? It's probably going to be Clair Obscur. Although that I Love Frosty Collide looks kind of fun.
And the debut game award goes to Clair Obscur Expedition 33
Makes
by
sense.
Sandful Interactive.
Makes sense. Expected, yeah. But they said a game can't be nominated in more than one general category besides the community ones, right? So that means Clair Obscur doesn't show up in anything else besides the Game of the Year, right? Is that correct?
Thoughtful implementation of accessibility means games can be enjoyed by everyone. Here to celebrate a few developers making that the standard for our industry is Lori Kate Dale, founder of Accessibility and the
Hell yeah,
Accessibility
I know Lori Kate Dale.
Showcase.
I'm familiar with her.
Hello everyone, my name's Laura Kate Dale. I'm a disabled gamer, accessibility advocate, and host of the Accessibility Summer Showcase. I'm honoured to be here today to introduce the nominees and winner for the Achievement in Accessibility Award.
For indie games,
Over
I'm
the
very
past 5 or
curious
so
about this.
years, the video game industry has come forward in leaps and bounds in terms of how we standardise accessibility for disabled players. However, perhaps more impressive to me are the ways that indie developers are innovating in the accessibility space, redefining who we consider in accessibility efforts, and what ways we approach helping more people to engage with more genres of games. Video games as a medium should be accessible to everyone.
Breach.
If we love this medium, we should want as many people as possible to be able to play.
That's when people to me
And
are
these
like,
6 nominees
why do you have these accessibility
gone
options?
above
I'm like,
and
bro,
beyond in terms
you
of
want
finding
more
new
people
ways
playing games.
to
Like,
help
what's
make sure
wrong
that
with more people playing
get to
games?
play the
Literally.
games we love. Here are the nominees for the Achievement in Accessibility
Also,
Award.
even if you're not,
Abiotic
even if you don't have like a
Factor
disability,
by
like maybe
This game featured
you would
impressively
appreciate
robust
having an
options to alter
accessibility
basically
feature.
any
It's not
aspect
just
of the
for
game that might have been
disabled gamers; it's
inaccessible,
for anybody.
regardless of how much it might undo the intended gameplay experience. Calm the Storm by Ludic Lima. A short
Abiotic
narrative
Factor I've heard
experience,
of. This one, I
essentially
don't
a
think so.
choose-your-own-adventure podcast, Calm the Storm can be played in multiple mechanically accessible ways, including voice recognition.
Cool.
Peak by Landfall Games and Aggro Crab.
This is
Peak's
an interesting
developers have done a fantastic job regularly updating the game's accessibility in
Chase told me I should play
patches,
Peak, but I'm like, I'm only gonna
responding
play it if I have
very
someone to
granular
play it
player
with.
feedback of their accessibility support.
Although shout out to
Stray
Aggro
Peak
Crab.
Simulator by North Star Video Games. This
Hmm.
title features robust options for motor control accessibility, cognitive accessibility, motion sickness reduction, and visual accessibility.
Cool.
Squeak Cross by Al Boone.
Okay, this game I'm
Dystopia is
kind of
rarely
tempted
considered
by
in conversations around accessibility.
because Squeak Cross, I
is
love
full
Picross.
of numerous different accessibility options.
It does. It
for
kind of looks
players
like a
who
Power Wash
struggle with
Simulator type of
mental
game. Yeah.
handling of numbers. Barista by Yofi Assi. Barista is a sightless blind player accessible title with charming humor and a very polished gameplay loop. A
That's kinda
highly
cool.
impressive game jam title from early this year.
Is that the gameplay? Cool.
And the Indie Game Award
I don't know
for
what's going on with this,
Achievement
to be
in
honest.
Accessibility goes to Peak by Landfall
okay.
Games and Aggro Crab.
Cool. Shout out to Peak.
Wow, hey, thank
Squeak
you
Cross
so
looked
much. It means a lot to us to receive the award for achievement in
Now,
accessibility.
their game I really want to play is
You know,
Another
with
Crab's
Peak,
Treasure
we
at some
wanted to
point.
make a game for everyone.
I think that's
and
the Souls-like game I
a
tried.
game for everyone means making it accessible. We honestly didn't have a lot of good accessibility options at launch, since
He's
it was
admitting,
a
like,
pretty
at launch, it was
hastily
pretty
made
bad.
game. But for us, it was important to listen to feedback from the community
Yeah.
and do our best
Yeah.
to add the right toggles and
Right.
improve the base game.
That's great.
To let as many people
Improving
as
it and
possible
adding it
play
after the
it.
fact.
And like with Another Crab's Treasure last year, we wanted to make accessibility
Bro, that
fun,
game was only last
which
year.
is why there's a button
I
to
thought the
turn
game came out like
spiders
3 years ago. Oh, man.
into Bing Bong.
Bing
so thank
Bong?
you to the fans that made their voices
Love it.
heard. Thank you to everyone at both Aggro Crab and Landfall for making this game possible. And
I want
thank
that
you to the
plush, that's
Indie
pretty
Game
cool
Awards.
Hell yeah. I'm curious what the concurrent player counts are for this game now, but like that game was huge when this dropped. That was huge. Looks fun.
New for this year's ceremony, the Indie Game Awards expands globally to highlight developers who offer different perspectives through their craft.
Oh, cool.
From nominations to selecting the recipients, our new regional and specialized categories are being led by partner showcases and
Hell yeah.
festivals.
Kicking off this new
Oh, yeah, the
initiative
new
is
Invincible
Ben
fighting
Rausch,
game.
Program Director of Africa's first annual
cool.
destination
Oh, so they have a
Indie Games and
specific-
Immersive Arts Festival.
Cool.
and
So they have
Conference.
specific awards for
Hi,
like
indie fans.
regional
I'm
based
Ben
games.
Rausch, joining you from Cape Town as the program director of Playtopia, Africa's
Cool.
biggest indie games festival. Every year, the Playtopia Arcade
Yeah,
exhibits
the
a
Invincible
selection of
fighting
works
game.
that celebrate
That was
indie
kinda
games
cool.
at their most creative, original, and well-crafted. To
Hey,
curate this
Benyata, good to see you live in
exhibition,
chat. Hope you're
we
doing well.
spend the year hunting
What
for outstanding
did you miss?
titles
Let's see,
and have
Claire
a free
Obscure won
open
Best
submission
Debut
system where
indie
anyone
game.
can send us their games for consideration. At Playtopia
Peak won
2025,
Best
105 games
Accessibility,
were exhibited,
and I think this
55
is
of
the
those
third award.
games were created by devs from Africa.
It just started like maybe
We're
5
honored to
minutes
have been
ago.
invited
Well,
to curate the nominees for the African Indie Game Award.
the first 20
I hope that
minutes
this award will be something
were
that
just
inspires
recaps
African
of
devs
the
to
GOTY
continue
nominees.
crafting excellent games for a global audience.
Oh, really?
I want to take this opportunity to
They made a
encourage
concert
indie game
inside of
fans to
Peak?
support and share the work
'Cause,
of
yeah, I know
African
Fortnite
devs.
does it. That's kind of
And I
fun,
want to send
okay.
the hugest of high fives to every single African indie that's making and sharing
Yeah,
games
shout out.
with
I think
the
this is
world.
cool. Like
The
having
2025 nominees for the African Indie Game
having
Award are
award categories
Bruin
for
Buffy,
like
Get the Milk by
specific
McDowell.
regions. I think it's really, really cool.
Finding Father by Studio Bow
What
and
was
Pressure
that game?
Cooker Studios. Flibius McDougal and the Mysterious
It's
Flying
Expedition
Machine
33
by Unsigned Double
But
Collective.
Pinata, the difference here is that
Ikilia by All Day All Night.
a game can only be nominated for one general category.
Metavoidal by Yellow Lab Games.
So like Clay Obscure already won. It's the only other category it's going to be
And
nominated
Stick It
for.
to the Stick Man by Free Lives.
Besides the community awards are Game of the Year. That's it.
And the Indie Game Award goes
Was
to
that an IKEA
Stick It to the Stick Man by Free Lives.
That's the only, I've actually heard of Stick It to the Stick Man. That's the only one I've actually heard of.
Congratulations to ourselves, and congratulations to all the new games coming out of Africa.
Like I've definitely heard people talk about this game, but I've never played it. The animations are fun.
One of the new categories we're introducing is something
new
we're
category,
super
okay.
excited about.
Indie Vanguards.
These 5 independent developers are just starting their journeys in the indie scene, already impressing us with bold debut projects, game jams,
but
and
what,
even demos.
what makes this
Let's
different
take a
from?
look at the first member of the inaugural class.
Oh, okay. So it's not
Hey
an award; it's just a
everyone.
class.
I just want to say what an enormous privilege it is to be selected for the Indie Vanguard class of 2025
Cool.
and get a chance to share the stage with the incredible talent on display in this year's show. Being here would not have been possible without the enormous support of my wife and my kids, my family, and everyone who helped me push forward in releasing such a weird, experimental,
no promises,
and
Neto,
kinda
on that
head-scratching
stream.
title in
No promises.
2025. A huge
We'll
thank you
see.
goes out to the folks at Mod Retro for making the physical release of Shanty possible, and everyone in the Game Boy homebrew community, developers, players, and the makers of GB Studio, who I feel
Oh, cool.
I am sharing this
So did
honor
he start
with.
off as like a
Time may have
GB
left these
homebrew
beloved old systems behind,
developer,
but they
and
still
now
have
he's
so
making-
much more to give.
Cool.
From inspiring new generations of developers to
looks
offering a
fun.
genuine ecosystem for developers and players to craft new experiences and push innovation.
Oh,
forward.
sorry, Pinata,
I think
whoops.
that is what indie means to me in the end. No matter the amount of access
Sorry about that,
studios today have to resources,
Slip of the
funding
tongue.
opportunities,
But yeah,
influence,
no,
tools, and
no guarantees on the stream.
capabilities, I believe indies, whatever their size or capacity, embody and will
I
continue
haven't
to
really
carry
experienced
that
any of those
pure and
takoyaki, so
true
that's cool to
spirit
hear.
of creation into the future. They
It's
are
cool that they're
and will always be the
highlighting
ones
people in
looking
that
back
community. I think it's
into
really
what
neat.
first inspired them to
Because you
become
think about it, a lot of people who make
tasking
homebrew
themselves
games
to
like
remind us why we
eventually
love games
become. I mean,
and
they
what
are
makes us
indie developers in their
fall
own
in love
right.
with them time and
Right?
again.
So it's kind of cool.
Whatever the future might hold, I can rest assured that the industry is in the best of hands. My heartfelt congratulations to all the winners and nominees.
Hell yeah, bro.
A strong visual aesthetic can make
Oh, and he
a
has
first
indies,
impression
nice.
everlasting. Co-founder
Visual
of
design,
DenkiWorks,
okay.
Liam Edwards, knows a thing or two about knocking that first impression out of the park.
Hello Indie Game Awards, I'm Liam Edwards, one of the co-founders of the Kyoto indie-based studio DenkiWorks, the creators of Tanuki Pond Summer. And I'm here at the stunning Kyoto
Best
Imperial
visual
Palace.
design, I'm trying to
What better
think
place to talk to you about
of
the
what would
visual
be
design
nominated
nominees
here.
for this year's awards.
Because like you could put
In a
Hades
world
2
where
here,
there's
but is that
seemingly
really the most
endless
striking
amounts
thing
of
about
video
that
games
game? Like
being
maybe.
released all of the time, it's never been more
Maybe
important
Silk Song,
to
but I feel like that would also be another
aesthetically
category.
stand out and
I'm
be
curious to see what they
unique.
nominate.
So here are this
this
year's
is this.
best of
they're-
the
it's-
best.
You're limited to the one.
Nominees for visual design.
I feel like Hades could be in here.
30 Birds by Ram Ram Games
Whoa.
and Business Goose Studios.
Okay, that is a really cool looking one.
Artiste Impact by Mass.
Whoa.
Cat Detective Albert Wild.
Excuse me, what?
By Beyond Those Hills.
What is this?
Eclipsium
Love
by
games.
Housefire.
Okay, see, like these are really cool nominations for these games.
Machina by
What in
Tala
the
and Jack
world?
Coe.
I've never even heard of any of these games, but these look so
Slime
crazy.
Rancher 2
Oh, Slime
by
Rancher.
Monomi
Okay.
Park.
I don't know. These games are crazy looking. Yeah, these are good nominees. I hope it's not Slime Rancher 2, honestly.
And the award goes to 30 Birds by Ram Ram Games and Business Goose Studios.
Cool. That game did look super cool. All these games look crazy. I guess it was released this year,
I'm from Ram Ram Studio, and I'm the main developer behind 30 Birds.
And hi, I'm Colleen from
Honestly, I'm starting to really like the limitations of the you can only be nominated for one general category. I'm actually really liking that.
Thanks to the
because
jury,
all of those nominees that I just saw
for the
seemed deserving. Just because of visual design, looking at them, I'm like, those games all, maybe not Slime Rancher, but all those games looked crazy to me.
And we hope that thanks to these awards, new people may
It's by around 2023, Slime Rancher 2, really?
And have a great time playing it.
Thanks again.
I don't know then, Takoyaki. That's a confusing one. I mean, it didn't win at least, but... Maybe it had like an update this year and they're including it or something. I don't know.
Our personal experiences with the ones on screen through immersive worlds and wondrous characters. Through past relationships and spicy empires,
and so they can't do Glare Obscure here.
Games has masterfully achieved just that.
Hi, I'm Eka from Outer Loop Games.
I don't think Blueprints would be here. That doesn't really. That's not really.
Dose of Divas.
The narrative isn't really crazy in that game.
It moves you.
And Roger's probably going to be in this category.
Through specificity, because life is in the details. These 6 indies deliver exactly that. Unforgettable characters, immersive worlds, and stories from a unique point of view that keep echoing in your mind long after you're done playing. Here are the nominees for narrative. Citizen Sleeper 2.
Oh, Citizen Sleeper 2. Okay,
Starward Vector by Jump Over
I don't think I realized
Age.
the narratives were super huge in this game.
Consume Me by
Oh,
Jenny
of course,
Zhao,
Consume Me,
A.P. Thompson, Jian Lee, Violet
The new Lego
WP,
Batman game.
and
I'm
Ken
torn on
Curtis
that,
Snyder.
Takoyaki. I'm torn.
The Drifter by Parohoof and Dave
I'm torn
Lloyd.
if I want to check that out or not. The Drifter, I've heard of that one.
Promise Mascot Agency
Oh,
by
this
Kaizen
game.
GameWorks.
Is that a narrative game? I would have had no idea.
The Root Trees Are Dead by Evil Trout.
Oh,
Inc.
of course. Of course. Yep, I've heard about this game.
The Seance
Oh.
Blake Manor by
No, and
Spooky
Roger.
Doorway.
Okay. Seance of Blake Manor, I've heard is also
And
very
the
good.
Indie Award goes to
I'm very torn on Lego Batman because
Citizen Sleeper 2,
Cool.
Starward Vector by Jump Over the Age.
That's really cool because that
Congrats.
game came out in like January, I think. Yeah, Lego Batman, I'm torn because it's just like revisiting a lot of the hype,
I'm
like
Gareth Damian Martin,
Arkham
the
game and
creator of
movie
Citizen
moments, and I'm
Sleeper.
like,
And I want to thank
I don't
the
know
Indie
if I'm
Game
feeling
Awards
a
for
Lego game in
recognizing
2026.
Citizen
We'll see.
Sleeper 2 in the
We'll see.
narrative category.
It looks good.
It's
It looks like it'll
been
be
an
a good
incredible
game.
journey over the past
I just don't
5
know if I'm
years
gonna get
making the Citizen Sleeper games, and it's a journey I couldn't have gone on without Guillaume Saint-Gelon, the game's
Cool.
incredible
I've heard very good
artist,
things about Citizen Sleeper.
Amos Ruddy, the game's composer, Dan and Matt Collier, who helped me get the game on so many different platforms,
Nice.
and of course my publisher, Fellow Traveler, who do incredible work supporting narrative games. I also would love to show huge thanks to all the players and everybody who's told their friends.
See,
who've been
genuinely,
too much of a sicko
this
about Citizen
showcase,
Sleeper
like,
2,
I
who
feel like
pushed
really
the
actually
series,
shows up the people behind
to
these
people
games.
they
You know what I mean?
and supported
Not that the Game
games.
Awards can't,
I
but
really
because it's
did not
so
believe that this is what would happen when I
grandiose
started on this journey,
on a lot of
and,
levels,
yeah, I'll be
this feels
forever
way more
thankful
personal.
for everyone who's recognized these games and who has felt something from these stories.
I think also part of
So
that is
thank you
because
so much.
we don't have these world premieres in between awards. You know what I mean? Like this is the show. All these awards. So if you're expecting new indie trailers here, you're not getting that here. I guess we had
Created
that.
in honor of
We
the
had that
late beloved developer, the Mohamed
Annapurna
Fahmy
game at the
Storyteller
beginning,
Award
but
recognizes
besides that,
an exceptional storyteller and their profound work shaping deep narratives in games. As soon as our ceremony
Still
ended
waiting on the
last
Mina
year,
Hall,
we
the
knew
Hall
who our
release date
next
to be honest,
recipient would
but
be without any
that will definitely not
hesitation.
be here. This
My
week.
initial interaction with this person was actually pretty funny. She assumed I was reaching out because of one particular game, but I told her that even in her games without strict narrative, her games tell a story. Stories aren't just what's experienced on screen, they're also the memories that are created with the ones you love through the act of playing. But enough from me. I think our presenter has a better story to share. Without further ado, here to present the 2025 Mohamed Fahmy Storyteller Award, the one and only Lena Rain.
Sometime in 2016, I got a random DM on
Lena-
Twitter that
Why
changed the
is his
entire
name
course
familiar?
of my career. I was working as a game
I've
designer
heard
with
of her
aspirations of writing music for games. I had a few really amazing opportunities, but I never found the right project that let me feel like I was fully part of the team. And then I got a DM from Maddie asking if I'd like to do music for a little game that she and some friends were working on called Celeste.
Oh, she's the Celeste composer.
That game with
That's
the
why I've heard of her.
lit a fire under me.
Cool.
Nothing during my day job felt nearly as exciting and inspiring as getting to go home and work late into the night on music for this little platformer.
That's cool.
I don't really know what Maddie saw in my music, but somehow it managed to fit right into place for the story we were all telling.
Hell yeah.
And it wasn't just in the words, really.
I still gotta play
It was
Celeste,
every
too. That's
aspect
another
of the
game on the list.
The way a screen was laid
The
out,
never-ending
the way new
backlog.
mechanics and level gimmicks gave rise to a metaphoric experience.
I don't know.
Even before dialogue was
I
written,
don't know if this is a
playing the levels
like
felt like understanding
award
the story
Takoyaki.
of
This might just be
Madeline,
like a
and allowed me to write as
little
evocative
spotlight
music
for
as
the
I was
composer.
able to. Now, almost 8 years after releasing the game,
Or she's talking about music, I don't know.
constantly feel the effects that her storytelling has had on the greater community that blossomed around Celeste. Hundreds of talented creators have also been inspired to make their own levels, their own stories, their own music. Extremely talented speedrunners race every year to raise money for global medical aid and cancer research.
I think it's just to shout her out in the community.
At every games event I get a chance to attend, people come up and express just how much the game means to them. Not as just as a fun little thing that they played one time, but as a lasting affirmation of who they are. No matter what they took away from it, no matter what it informed about them,
That's a
it
fun
made
shirt.
an impact
I like
on
your
their
little
lives
ghosts.
for the better. Games don't often do that, even if we always aspire to
And
it.
the Undertale plush in
It's
the background,
something
hell yeah.
that comes from a place of
Moogle.
deep empathy and care. So I am beyond pleased to present the Mohammed Fahmy Storyteller Award to my collaborator and friend, Maddie Thorson.
Oh, cool.
It's an honor to accept the Storyteller Award.
Storyteller Award.
And of
Cool.
course, I need to thank all of the brilliant collaborators I've had the privilege of working with along the way. Towerfall and Celeste were truly
Towerfall is
team
one too.
efforts.
Okay. This I don't know if this is for like specific
believe
games that came out
we
this year. I think this might
make
just be
games
recognizing
in the hopes that they will
individual
impact
developers in
someone,
the industry. I think is what
and
this
maybe
award
even
is. There might be a
inspire
few of these.
someone to add their own voice to the conversation. And this beautiful medium games is something that we're all building together. So to be recognized like this for my contributions to that project is sincerely the highest honor.
Nice.
And I feel like I have a lot more left to give. I don't plan on stopping. I really just love making games, and I hope to make a lot more of them.
Now, my question
so
is, because the artist for Celeste
and
left,
keep making
right?
beautiful things.
But that's not her.
Women-led games
She's-
brings recognition to the hardworking women
She's
in the
still
games
with the
industry,
studio that made
representing
Celeste?
their annual showcases.
And the
is
artist
Twitch
is
ambassador
making their own
Ash
game.
Said
I
Hi.
forget what that's called.
Hi everyone, this is Ash Said Hi, Twitch Women's Guild lead and host for this year's IGA for the Women-Led Indie Game Award.
Oh, cool.
This year we are honoring the fantastic
some good
women
categories.
in game development from around the world.
Categories like these help you actually
Expressing
like recognize
our unique
individual people,
contributions
like individual
is paramount
developers. You
to
know.
ensuring that women and non-binary folk feel represented. We must
I
remember
think she
that
likes plushies. Yeah,
everyone's
she has a
differences
tower back
make
there.
our world
I'm not sure.
more
Maybe she did.
whole.
Maybe not.
There are many trailblazers.
She's
in
got
the
some cool
indie
ones back
game
there, too. I see
scene,
the Enderman.
creating experiences
I see a
that
Mewtwo
hold
back there.
a lens to the
Boy.
complex and beautiful demographic
Kirby, like,
of
with the
gamers
handle on the
today.
top?
With that, let's
Also,
jump into
shout
the
out to the Star
nominees for
Fox
the
Assault sticker on the
Women-Led
wall. Like,
Indie
good
Game
pick,
Award.
good pick. Let's get Assault
Cabernet by Party for
on
Introverts.
GameCube NSO, please.
Gemporium by Merge Conflict Studio.
Cool. So these are games that were led by a woman. That's cool.
White Knuckle by Dark Machine Games.
It sucks that we're in this position where a lot of studios aren't
Urban
led
Myth
by women,
Disillusion Center
but
by
it's cool that we're
Hakaba Bunko.
recognizing the ones that are. You know what I mean?
Spilled by Lente.
It's like these are just amazing games being made by amazing people. You know?
Duck Detective, The
Oh,
Ghost
this game
of
looks fun.
Glamping by Happy
I've
Broccoli
heard of
Games.
this game before. That looks funny. The Duck Detective.
And the
Oh, White Knuckle?
Indie
Never heard of it.
Game Award goes
Excuse me.
to Urban Myth Disillusion Center by Hakaba Bunko.
Cool. Never heard of it. But cool. Thank you. Cat. Sleepy cat. Sleepy kitty. Wow, what a
この
setup.
度はザ・インディーゲームアワードのウーマンレッドインディーゲームアワードという名誉ある賞をいただき、
Urban Myth
心より
Distribution
感
Center.
謝申し上げ
And all
ます。
these games you can check out on Steam.
赤羽文庫制作チーム
Okay.
一同、
That's a kitty.
この受賞を大変光栄に思っております。
That's a little sleepy
この
kitty.
作品はメンバー全員の執念とプレイヤーである会の皆様のご支援によって
We love this.
ここまで来ることができました。これからも心に残るゲームをお届けできるよう、チーム一同努
That
力
cat is
して
falling asleep.
まい
Like,
りま
come
す。
on, hurry the speech up. I'm falling asleep over
こ
here.
の度は本当にありがとうございます。
That's a cute cat. You love the kitty. Sorry, I was paying more attention to the kitty than your speech. You had a good speech regardless. There's a lot of winter deals going on for sure, Takoyaki, from what I've heard and seen. This game looks really cool.
It takes a village to create a community
Alright,
that's
so
not only fun,
this is one
but
of the ones where you
engaging
can
and
be
welcoming.
nominated
Please
again.
welcome Kennedy Lee Slocum, social media manager of Black Kite Games.
Yes.
Hi, Indie Game Awards. My
But
name is Kennedy Lee Slocum.
it's hard not to
and I'm
be-
a games writer and
It's
community
hard not to be
manager
distracted by the
for
cat.
Black Kite Games. And I just want to
Look-a-pee.
say, as I'm sure all
It's
of this
Snorlax.
category's nominees would agree, community management is a weird job. It covers so much more than people realize. Whether it's an individual or a whole team, they're the
I
unsung
imagine that's gotta be a
heroes
lot
that
of
wear
work.
many hats. Handling everything from player support to keeping the community positive, endlessly researching internet slang, organizing events, and
Nice.
representing the personality of their entire studio. They endure a lot, but their work is vital in creating a space where players feel heard, valued, and connected. Our next award celebrates those who have gone above and
trying to think
beyond to
community
foster a vibrant,
for indie.
inclusive community in an industry that can make it
Is
quite
No Man's Sky
challenging at
indie?
times.
Can that be
but will
nominated here?
ultimately always need voices
There's a
like
lot.
theirs.
I mean, Winter
Here are the
Sales it makes
nominees
sense.
for
Winter Sales
community
usually pretty big on Steam.
Jenny Zhao
cool.
Xia. Strange Scaffold.
Oh, I've heard of this game too. Wait, TMNT characters in this game? What? Oh, I see.
Sapshap Games.
Because they're. Oh, I see. I see. These are the studios. Okay, I see. They're the developers' studios. Okay.
All Day,
So
All
Strange
Night.
Scaffold made a TMNT game. Forgot about that. It is indie.
Team Peak.
Team. It's probably gonna be Peak if I had to guess. Team Peak. Yeah, I mean, I guess because it's not a big publisher, right?
Game Smithing Limited.
Soulstone Survivors, never heard of it. But seems like a game I would get addicted to probably. By
And the
reviving.
Indie Game
I'm
Award
gonna guess
goes
Team Peak.
to Team Peak.
Makes sense. That's such a community-driven game too, and from what I heard, they actually handled it pretty well. So that
Hey
makes sense.
Scouts, I'm Paige.
And I'm Hannah, and we're joined by the rest of our Peak community team, Beth and Josephine.
Hello. Hello. Thank you so much for the Indie Game Award in community management. We couldn't have done it without the amazing help from our Discord moderators, all the content creators who made the Peak community what it is.
That's fun.
And of course, all the scouts at home like you.
You're falling off the mountain. You're just like slowly sliding off.
AgroCrab was lucky to win the Community Management Award last year, but Peak was made in collaboration with our friends over at Landfall, so we get to share it this year. I'm happy this award is handed to another incredible
Bro, is that an
community
F-bomb they
manager
left in
team
there? That's
because they
so
deserve
funny.
it so much. Landfall has been around for over 10
That's so
years,
funny.
and this is their first award in community management. Isn't that
For less than $1?
fucking crazy? Imagine
Oh
looking
my
at the
God,
trenches
that's
of the
so
Steam
funny.
forums for 10 years.
Hi, it's me, Hannah, from the Lamphol team, the one in the trenches. Thank you all so much for this award. It's been a while to see our amazing community grow over the last 10
This
years.
is honestly- this is
From
a
just
funny
some
way
people in a
to
Skype
accept
chat
it.
about flying to millions of Peak Scouts climbing mountains. And we couldn't have done it without our amazing team, Lisabeth, who does the best support in the biz, Josephine, who just started but has hit the ground running, Liv, who
Literally
backed
hit
us
the
up
ground.
during those stressful months before and after launch, Cade and our lovely Discord moderators,
Shout
and
out.
of course Paige, who
They
it's
are
been
fun
an
to see
honor
for
to work
sure.
with on this game. We wouldn't be here without AgroCrab and the rest of the Lamphol and Peak team. They're always there to fix bugs, listen to community suggestions, and support us in any way they can. And last but not least, I want to give a special thank you to the amazing players, because there wouldn't be a community without you.
Finally, we have one more person who would like to say a speech. Bing Bong, take it away.
It's Bing Bong, he's back.
Ah!
Oh, Bing Bong, you're supposed to say something nice to the viewers. Bing Bong, we're live here. You can do it.
Put him in the cannon.
You better get in the cannon, Bing Bong. This is for the fans.
What am I watching? Yeah, the fact they gave a shout out to the Discord mods and like showed off their PFCs and everything. Like,
Let's go, guys.
that was fun.
Let's go. Woo!
That was wholesome and fun at the same time.
Hi,
Another
we're
indie
Cookie
game?
Crayon,
Vanguard,
an
nice.
indie game studio from New Zealand.
We love to create bite-sized
Patapon vibes
games
with
with
that
a strong
one?
focus on the visuals and
Yeah,
experimentation.
literally.
With
Cool.
Neon Knives, we wanted the art style to be bold and loud
Neon
to contrast with the
Knives.
quiet sneakiness of the game.
We ended up with something that kind of feels like a moving painting.
No,
With a
I'm
little
getting
cloud
this
of
mixed up with
characters milling about in
what's
a
that
bright and
game?
surreal world, while you and a friend try to blend
can't think of
in
it.
and hunt each other out.
Okay, but Neon Knives sounds familiar.
To
but I
answer the question,
might have heard of it
what
before.
does indie mean to you?
We like to think
You
of
played it?
indie
Nice.
being where you can freely create without the fear of something being wrong. And where you can try out the most obscure ideas just to see what happens.
And it's a place where time, budget, and technical skill limitations can actually help to push ideas into new areas that maybe you wouldn't have explored otherwise. Thank you so much to everyone
an interesting
involved
way
in
to
the Indie
define
Game
indie.
Awards for including us in this year's Indie Vanguard.
A short runtime doesn't mean a game can't make a lasting impact. Developer Graham Reed knows how to pack one heck of a punch.
This is a
single
cool.
sitting.
Hey everybody, my name is Graham Reed,
This is a
also known as Game of
cool,
Legend, and I'm a Jamaican indie game developer.
category.
Currently working on a
I
small
wonder if
island
Ann
called
Roger
Islands.
gets nominated for this.
No, sometimes
because
less
that game is
more.
like 2 hours
And a
long.
great game isn't defined by its
And
how
it like
long to
packs a
beat
punch
stats,
in those 2
but rather
hours.
it's defined by it being memorable and compelling.
Definitely memorable.
In the small amount of time it
I
has.
think Ann Roger could
now
be in
this
this
next
category.
award goes out to all those.
The others
games
I
that
don't know, 'cause I don't know the
celebrates
game ones,
short
but any other
games
games.
that pack a punch that leave you satisfied and wanting more. Here are the nominees for Bite-Sized Game.
Cool.
Karimaro, Beneath the Forlorn Limbs by Bastinus
Whoa.
Rex.
Cool.
Fly Knight by Wabba Boy.
What is that game? You're literally a fly knight. I love that.
Many Nights a Wispo by Deconstruct Team and Selkie Harbo.
Cool.
The Dark Queen of Morthome by Mosu.
Fly Knight's also cool. Never heard
This
of it
game
until now.
will end in 205 clicks by Insert Disc 5.
Oh, is Time Flies going to be in this category?
And
It
Time
is.
Flies by Playables.
This game I've heard of. I saw the Fly Knight. I'm like, is Time Flies going to be here? Cool. You played a lot of those games.
Award
Nice.
goes to Time Flies.
It is Time
by
Flies.
Playables.
Wow. This is a fun looking game. Just the concept is so funny. I think the Dark Queen is a game where you play as the boss. Oh, that could be cool. I don't really know. This is fun. It's fun when they have like little That's fun. Win an award. Nice. I love that.
Frosty Games puts the spotlight on games made in Australia, New
That's fun.
Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. Representing ANZ and Frosty Games is Amy Potter Jarman.
ANZ.
Hi, I'm
So
Amy,
is
founder
that?
and one of the 5 organisers behind Frosty
Oh,
Games.
is that Australia New
Our
Zealand
next
award? Is that what they
honours
said?
the
Okay.
outstanding achievements of indies based in Australia,
Cool.
Aotearoa, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. This
Okay,
region may
nice.
be physically separated by a whole lot of water down at the edge of the globe,
For sure.
but we don't let that stop us from shipping some of the very best indie games
I like the
in
regional
world.
awards. I do. I
As this
think it's actually pretty
incredible
clever
list
to
of
because there are
titles
so
goes
many
to show.
games to think about that
Here
get
are the nominees
made in all
for the
different parts of
ANZ
the world.
Indie
So to
Award.
shout out specific
A
regions
Biotic
is really
Factor
cool.
by Deep Field Games. The Drifter by Powerhoof.
Okay, now unless so maybe
Mars vs. Logistics
I'm
by
seeing this
Shape
game.
Shop.
Are the regional categories also not included
Proximate
in
by
that
Kane
limitation?
Maddox.
I don't know if Deltarune got nominated for anything.
Hollow Knight Silksong by Team Cherry.
Wait, is Team Cherry in Australia and New Zealand? I had no idea.
Tempopo by Witchbeam.
Oh, well, it's probably going to be Hollow Knight then. I had no idea. I think the regional categories are excluded, I think.
And the Indie
from
Game
the
Award
limitation
goes
I
to
mentioned before.
The Drifter.
Oh,
by
really? Wow. So the only thing with Deltarune that I think might limit it,
G'day.
Takoyaki.
Oh, hold on, I'll just adjust this for those watching from the wrong hemisphere. That should be better. Now you see why we didn't make a comedy game. It would have been all dad jokes all the time.
Nice.
Thank you.
I think the only limitation with that is that the full game's not out yet.
I think
that
just
it's only
to be nominated
episodes 3 and 4.
Such awesome
So it's like
games was like mind-blowing.
Hey, Valminark, it was good to see live. Shout out
cool
to
games
Yeah, that was the
absolutely
joke.
adore that have come out of Australia and New Zealand the last
funny
year.
dad joke.
What was we're really punching above our weight down here, I think.
I've heard this debate.
So cool to see.
Like, should episodes 3 and 4 be counted as their own game
been amazing.
this year?
Yeah,
You know what I
thanks to the
mean?
team, Barney, Alex,
because
and
it's only
Matt, just,
episodes, it's
killed
not
it on
being
the art.
counted. Like from what I've heard,
Louis
like those
and
episodes
Mitch
can be
for the
like
killer
games in their own
soundtrack.
right. So
Adrian,
I'm like,
the other voice actors,
should
just
they
like
be?
brought the characters to life in such an amazing,
I don't know.
magical way.
But I think that's why
so cool.
all these award shows are excluding
And
Deltarune
yeah, like everyone else,
because
like it's a small
the game's
team,
not-
but there's just so many
all
people
of the
that help.
episodes of Deltarune are
and
not
such a,
finished yet.
Yeah, such an awesome community we have around us as well. Like really makes it
So
possible.
when it gets nominated, when all the episodes are out, I guess do they consider
Personally,
the
I think
entire
this,
game?
this
Like
means so
I'm
much to
curious
me.
to see how they handle that.
It's a game I worked on for 6 going on 7 years now.
Wow.
So it's a massive chunk of my life, and to be recognized like this makes it extra.
I'm honestly very
it's extra
surprised that
special.
this won over Silksong.
And especially
Actually
for
very
a
surprised
genre
about
which
that.
I really adore. Like the point and click genre is really dear
But
to
I've
my
heard the
heart.
Drifter's
It's,
good. I've heard people
one
talk
that's
about the
not
Drifter a lot.
celebrated as much as some of the other indie genres, I think. But yeah, it's one I absolutely love. So yeah, it really means a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Seems
now
deserving.
I'll adjust this back to so I can watch the rest of the
Bro,
awards.
the joke's over.
Thanks again, and ta-ra.
That's funny. A lot of pixel art going on here. Cool. Lots of variety with these nominations. I really appreciate that.
There were 2 pieces of
Intentionally
feedback
so.
that stood out the most from our inaugural ceremony. Genre categories and the fact that you wanted to voice your support for your favorite indies.
Oh, okay.
So we opened the polls and asked you to pick your favorite
Right,
indies
this was the
within
write-in.
specific genres
Yep.
and of course overall.
Yep.
Here are your 2025
Oh,
community
cool.
picks.
Is this what I voted in?
Action game, Hades 2.
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't play Hades 2, so I didn't nominate it, but it makes sense.
Adventure game,
Makes
Hollow
sense.
Knight, Silksong.
These awards are awesome. Yeah, I think these awards are great.
Horror game, Repo.
Oh, I forgot about this game. So these are all community
Interactive
picks.
fiction, Date Everything.
Really?
Multiplayer game,
Yep.
Peak.
Peak, of course. That makes sense.
Puzzle game,
Yep.
Blueprint.
This is the only one I voted for because it was one of the only games I played. Yep, I voted for Blueprints.
Role-playing game,
Yeah.
Clear Obscure Expedition 33.
Of course, yep. That makes sense.
Simulation game, Schedule 1.
Oh, have I heard of this game?
Strategy game, The 100 Line, Last
Oh,
Defense Academy.
interesting. I wouldn't have thought about this game being
Survival
indie, but
game, Abiotic Factor.
I guess it kind of is. Date Everything is an interesting plot, really.
And
Oh,
Community
cool.
Game of the Year, Hollow
Hey,
Knight,
there you go,
Silksong.
Silksong. It won the overall community game. Wow, there you go.
Fantastic gameplay design is
Never
what
expect
helps
yourself to
us
date a
as
light bulb.
players. Crisp mechanics,
You're probably
alluring flow
asking, how
states,
did I get
even
myself in
hundreds
this
of
spot?
variations on slaying a princess. Please welcome Tony
Cool.
Howard Arias and Abby Howard from Black Tabby Games.
Gameplay
Hi,
design,
I'm Abby
cool.
Howard.
And I'm Tony
Oh,
Howard
Slay the
Arias,
Princess.
and the two of us make up Black Tabby Games,
Cool.
a studio focused on branching narratives.
We're honored to be presenting the award for Best Gameplay Design, which sits
Gameplay
at the
design.
intersection of so many things, including smooth mechanics, challenging
Notice how
difficulty
this is
curves,
gameplay
and keeping
design
players on their
instead
toes
of
and immersed with what
game
they're playing.
direction.
And for us, it's mostly about giving
Notice how
players
this
way
is what
too
the Game
many
Awards
sentences
category
they
that
can
you
click
think
on.
it is
Here are
should
the
be.
nominees for gameplay design. Absalom by Dotemu, Guard Crush Games,
Yeah,
and Supamonks.
Yeah. Oh, do you pronounce it Dotemu? Is that how it's pronounced? Okay.
Ball Pit by
Ball
Kenny
Pit. Here we
Sun.
go. Ball Pit. I'm rooting for Ball Pit. Here we go.
Dawn Folk by Darren Keller.
I think I've heard of Dawn Focus. I've heard of a lot of these games.
Hades 2
Oh.
by Supergiant Games.
It might be over, Ball Pit. I don't know. It might be over. We might be cooked.
Hollow
Oh
Knight
no,
Silksong
we
by
might
Team
be
Cherry.
cooked. We might be cooked. Ball Pit's fun.
Keep
If you like
Driving by
Vampire Survivors
YCJY
and you like
Games.
Atari Breakout, the game with the you're bouncing the ball to hit bricks, you're like
Look
Ball Pit.
Outside by Francis Columb.
Oh, this is a big category. Ball Pit, we might be cooked here. Oh no.
Ooh by Nama Takahashi, Tiny Cactus Studio, and
Actually,
Tsunomi.
I think I've heard of this game, surprisingly.
Pipistrello and the Cursed
Oh
Yo-Yo
god,
by
this is a
Pocket
stacked category. Nah, Ball Pit might be cooked. I don't think
The
it's
King is
definitely
Watching
cooked,
by
but I don't think it's... I don't know. I mean, the others are sequels, to be fair. Hades Soon Silksong
And
are
the Indie
sequels.
Game
Come on, Ball
Award
Pit.
goes to Ball Pit
Go!
by
Let's
Kenny
go!
Sun.
Congratulations, Kenny. So many of us have lost dozens of hours to your game,
Yes,
and it's great to
let's
see
go.
those lost
We're not
hours
cooked.
finally coalesce into physical
Kenny's
form.
son himself cooked. Hell yeah. Play Ball Pit, guys. Ball Pit's great.
Kenny unfortunately
Spoiler alert,
wasn't able
Ball
to
Pit
record
is
an
my
acceptance
personal
speech for the
indie
award,
goatee of the
so
year.
we're accepting it on his behalf.
Just throwing that out
Thank
there.
you so much for your hard work, and we can't wait to see what you're working on next.
Yeah, Ball Pit's addicting as hell, man. Love this game. And it gets absolutely chaotic.
Black Voices in Gaming
Let's go.
is
Shout out to
committed
Ball
to
Pit, guys.
increasing
Shout out to
black
Ball Pit.
representation and inclusion
Oh,
within
hell
the
yeah.
gaming
See,
industry.
look at these awards
Representing the growing
categories.
and
These are
thriving
amazing.
community of
These
black
are
game
great. To your
developers
point,
is
Neto, these are
co-founder
fantastic
and
awards.
director Justin Woodward.
What is
Every single game
poppin',
on Steam is
everybody?
discount?
It's your boy
Wow.
Justin Woodward, co-founder of the Mixed Media Indie Exchange, and of course Black Voice in Gaming, part of the nonprofit organization Experience Studios,
Oh, cool.
which was made to help underrepresented developers get access to funding,
Oh, hell yeah.
visibility,
We love
discoverability,
organizations like that. That's
mentorship,
awesome.
and networking for their entrepreneurial growth. And we are partnered with the Indie Game Awards this year to showcase some of the
Takoyaki,
best
don't
and
tempt me.
brightest
My backlog's
black
already
game
huge,
developers
man.
that release games in 2025. So without further ado, the
What are you
Black
presenting?
Voices in Gaming
Oh, yeah, Black Voices in Gaming
nominees
nominees,
are Advent Neon by Cryo GX.
Ooh, whoa. That's a cool looking game.
Althea, The Wrath of a Fairy by Mars Lit Games. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown by Strange Scaffold.
See, that's interesting.
Spirit Swap, lo-fi beats to match
Oh,
3-2
shout out to
by
Spirit Swap.
Soft Not
I
Weak.
heard good things about this game.
Sorry We're Closed by A La Mode Games.
Some good nominees.
And Sunken Stones by Sprite Wrench.
Cool.
And the winner is Althea, The Wrath of a
Cool.
Fairy by Mars Lit Games.
You only know the Advent Neon guy from a FNAF mod? Oh, really? Oh, wait, did he originally make a FNAF mod and then he made that game Advent Neon? Done. We're not making fun of you. That's cool. We love when modders become like when they fully enter the industry with their own game. Like that's super cool, man. That's awesome. It's like literally modding and homebrew can be a really good path into full-on indie development. Like, that is really cool. You're effectively an indie developer at that point. You're just not working with your own IP, you know? But, no, that's awesome. Here's the mod before the game. Nice. Cool. But it's cool that he ended up making his own original game. That's awesome. We love that.
Questo è tutto. Speriamo di vederci per il nostro prossimo gioco.
Hell yeah. This is a cool looking game. I like the protagonist design, the different elements. That looks very cool. I've never even heard of this game before. So many of these games I've never heard of, and that's awesome. I don't want everything to be recognizable.
I'm Gabby D'Arienzo. I'm the co-creator of games like A Mortician's Tale, and most recently Seasonal Cemetery, which I worked on.
Seasonal Cemetery.
Seasonal Cemetery is a completely free game where you explore a cemetery that changes in real time with your computer's date and time. The game is inspired by my own
I feel like
experiences
this would
exploring
be
cemeteries, but
this kind of
especially
game would
during
make
the
me an emotional
pandemic,
wreck.
and seeing spaces that we often associate with death just breathe with so much life.
This is one of those games that makes you
During this
think.
scary time in the world, I found it oddly comforting to see these cemeteries change and grow with
I
the
like the
seasons.
changing season. That's kind of cool.
I wanted to replicate that experience for players, creating a space for them to grieve and for them to find some catharsis during hard times.
Nice.
I speak on behalf of our whole team when I say thank you so much to the Indie Game Awards for this honor.
Cool.
Something that's really important to us is the ability to make small, gentle games about difficult subjects like death and grief. And it means the
Isn't it
absolute
wild
world to
that
us
people
that
say
people
games
like our
are not
games,
art
that
when you
they
have people
resonate
making
with our
games like this?
and
Like, this
that
is literally
there's
the
a space
argument
for us in this
against
industry to
saying
make the
games
kind
are
of
not
games that
art.
we
Like,
do.
this is look at the
I
stuff people can
hope
achieve
that
with games.
this inspires, maybe even encourages other developers to make their own games about difficult subject matters that are personal to them. Speaking from experience,
cool.
I can
It's
say
just- it's
that
cool that the medium can do this, you know?
weirdly therapeutic. And
I like the Majora's Mask statue in the background. Like movies can too, don't get me wrong. Books can too, don't get me wrong. But like having the control. Oh, this is 100% Ian Roger.
My friend Studio is here to share with us the 6 titles that
this is
hit
definitely
the
Ian Roger category.
Hi everyone, I'm Ria.
But like the fact that you have this extra sense of immersion because you're usually controlling like the pacing and movement of a game, that's where games can be even more of a powerful tool for like experiencing certain events and feeling emotions, stuff like that, you know?
This award celebrates indies.
Speaking of which, here's the category today.
Or frankly, made us ugly cry.
Yeah, Anne Roger, 100%.
Here are the nominees for emotional
Anne Roger might even
impact.
win.
Afterlove EP by Pixelnasia.
Oh, I like some of these. Yep, there it is.
And Roger by Thierry Hand Studio.
I don't know a lot of these other nominees,
Don't Get
but
Your Hopes Up by Krish Raghav.
I'm very curious to see what wins.
Henry Halfhead.
Oh, Henry
by
Halfhead.
Lulu Entertainment.
Interesting. I wonder what the full premise of this game is.
Wander Stop by Ivy Road.
I've heard iffy things about Wander Stop. That's the Stanley Parable guy, I think.
Wednesdays by Pierre Corbonets, The Pixel Hunt, and Exahiva.
I like the visual style there. This could be Anne Roger. I just don't know enough about some of the
And the
nominees.
Indie Game Award goes to Anne Roger by Thierry Hand Studio.
That game, I couldn't really relate to the events in that game, but
Hello, my name is Yona.
It's deep.
Anne Roger. Thank you so much for selecting my game for such a wonderful
Like for
award.
people who can relate to the events that happen in that game, I'm sure it's like really hits hard.
Personal game, something you can finish in about
It's a good game. It's like a visual novel, interactive visual novel. It's only a couple hours long.
The emotional impact of what means so much to me. It makes me deeply happy to know that this small work has traveled across the ocean and left an impression on the judges.
That is cool.
To those who haven't played it yet, although it is short, I believe Anne Roger offers a very dense and meaningful experience. Since you've discovered the game through this opportunity, I hope you will consider giving it a try. Thank you.
It's like $5, I think, too. It's not that expensive. It's like it's a short little afternoon experience. Cute. Very emotional game, though.
The Southeast Asian Games Showcase shines a spotlight on the best of Southeast Asian games during the summer festival season. Representing the region are Samantha Lowe, RF Johan, and Nissi Arcega from the SEA Games Showcase.
Hello, I'm Sam.
I'm RF.
I'm Nissi. And we're the organizing team for the Southeast Asia Games Showcase, an initiative dedicated to shining a spotlight on games and developers from our region.
Over the years, we've seen developers win the hearts of so many, creating experiences as far off as a cafe in futuristic Seattle and as close to home
sucks that
as the
because
streets
there
of
aren't
Surabaya,
like
Indonesia.
Although
crazy
developers
world
from the
premiere
region have long
trailers
been a part of the global
in
games industry,
this show and
with
other
every
award
year
shows
that
like
passes,
this that like
we see an
a ton
increasing
of people
amount
aren't
of
going to tune
developers
in.
who create truly
You know what I
original
mean?
experiences.
Which is kind of
It's
sad.
exciting to witness the growth of the region.
It's like you need to
and
have
more
new
importantly,
announcements to entice
to
people to
celebrate
watch
the
an
exceptional
award
games
show,
released this year.
which is really strange.
Here are your
Like
nominees
honestly,
for the
I'll be honest, I've
inaugural
never watched like the
Southeast
Emmys,
Asian
the
Game
Oscars,
Award.
the Grammys, any of those. Do they have new
Click on
announcements for like
Survival
movies and
by
music and all
Alias
that?
Black.
Maybe they do. I honestly have no idea how
Artist
those work.
Impact by Mas.
That's a cool looking game.
Urban Jungle by Kylike Games.
Dogs.
Afterlove EP by Pixelnasia.
I'm confused about the limitations now. I don't fully understand.
Whisper Mountain Outbreak by Toge Productions.
I don't fully understand how that works now.
Set Up a Culinary Adventure by Copyforge.
Cool.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Artist Impact by Mas.
Artist Impact. Ooh, that music though? Hell yeah. Love it.
Hello everyone, I'm Mas, the developer of Artist Impact. I'm truly honored to accept
I
the
think it's
Southeast
so
Asian
cool
Indie Game Awards for Artist
because the
Impact.
game industry is
Thank
huge.
you to the judges.
And when you
amazing
look at the
player,
games that are
and everyone
nominated
who
in like the
supported us
Game
along
Awards
the way.
Jeff Keighley show,
This award means a lot to me, and I'll keep
if you're
working
paying
hard to bring
attention to
more
gaming
meaningful
news,
experience
you've
to you.
probably heard of
Thank
almost
you so
all
much.
of those games. this show, and like, listen, there's a lot of stuff I missed, but like, I still know a lot of games coming out. I don't know 80% of the games that have been nominated in this show, and I think that's really cool. Because the industry is huge, and there are thousands of games being made every year.
And we're the developers of Hyperbeat.
Especially indie games. Ooh, we got an indie rhythm game? Hell yeah. You know, I just think that's neat. I just want to say, I think that's neat. You don't need to know every single game that comes out, but shows like this are kind of cool because they shine a spotlight on it. You know, like Cafe Netto, nice.
Hyperbeat is a rhythm action game with a completely original soundtrack.
Ooh, I like the soundtrack.
An ensemble cast of characters you can get to know, and some pretty deep character customization.
Cool.
Hyperbeat is like a roller coaster. It's loud, and then it's
really
very soft.
It's a story about being yourself.
Hell yeah.
And like finding
who that is.
Yeah.
That's sick. Oh, Steam Deck.
To remember. Sometimes the story we want to tell is not the one we get to.
We're really honored to be included in the Indie Game Awards.
I don't think either Alice or I could have predicted that we would have been a part of the Vanguard class at all.
This is pretty cool.
It is very cool. We never thought that anybody would play the game,
let alone like it.
Purchase it.
Yeah.
What is being an
These are just
indie
two
creator
people,
mean to you?
like two developers with like a small game like this that are being recognized for. Like, that's
creative
so cool.
freedom, being yourself.
Cool. Indie really just means being authentic and doing what you love, doing things that matter to you.
That is interesting because seeing indie developers define indie
games.
Play indie games.
The two of them also were similar to what people said before about like indie games are expressing yourself within the limitations you have.
Between Super
Is that what
Hexagon,
an
Dicey
indie game
Dungeons,
is?
and countless other scores, our next presenter
Because
has
if you
left
have a big
bobbing your head
publisher, if
long
you,
after
you know,
stopped playing the games.
Shooting down
Please
requirements to
welcome
you, is
Chipsel.
that like
I'm Chipsel, and
not
thanks for
indie?
joining
Is
us for
that
the Indie Game
why?
Awards.
It's an interesting
You
thing
may
to
know
think
me from
about.
Super Hexagon, Dicey Dungeons, Just Shapes and Beats.
Oh, Just Shapes and Beats, I know that one.
I've been in the industry for over 15 years, and the community is like no other.
Were you there when
We
Ball
have
Pit
the
won
grit
Best Gameplay
and the
Design?
gumption to work together.
There was
to
the
make amazing
Southeast Game,
things, and I think that's
Southeast
just
Asian Game
beautiful.
Award.
Music can pull you deeper into
now we
your
got
game,
music.
make you feel things that you didn't expect, and stick
So
with you long
is
after you put
Hades 2
down the
not going to be
controller.
in here then?
The indie scene is really
Claire
good
Obscure
at
not gonna
using
be in
music
here? I
to
need
lift
to
the
see what the nominees
experience,
are here.
whether it's a
I don't remember
haunting
the list. I know
melody
they had it
that
on the
lingers
website,
after the
but-
credits, a sweeping score that drives the story, or a track that's just a straight up banger. The right music can
'Cause, like,
totally
shout out to Darren
transform a
Court.
game from fun to unforgettable. Here's the nominees for music.
The composer for Hades 2.
Everhood 2, music
Oh,
by
Everhood.
Kazakh,
I've heard of this game.
KMXP, Sjoerd Keller, Lumuth, Chris Nordgren, Cat God, Beat
Maybe
Tape,
Rift of the Necro
Dance
Dancer?
Floor
Could
is
we see
Lava,
that here?
and INFX.
Because I don't think it was nominated for anything else.
Hurdling.
Oh,
music by
Takoyaki, here's
Joel
Hurdling.
Shock.
This is the game I was talking to you about. I wonder if this would be up your alley. That's the game I was talking about to you earlier. I've heard pretty decent things about it. There it is. We got Rift in the Necrodancer. Hell yeah.
Music
Shout out
by
to Danny B.
Baranowski, Alex McCullough,
And Alex McCool
Jules
and
Conroy,
Jules. This
Josie
is my
Sam
this is my
Webster,
personal
and
pick
Nick
for this
Moiskin.
category. The soundtrack's fantastic. That's an Alex McCullough music. I think.
Sonokuni, music by Don Yasakru.
But all these soundtracks are great. Game music's fantastic, but Rift of the Necrodancer, fantastic soundtrack. I don't love the gameplay, but the music is same like the original, phenomenal.
Sword of the
Oh,
Sea.
Sword of the Sea.
Music by Austin Wintory.
This was one of the games that I gotta add this to my list. Austin Wintory, great composer. This is a good category. Oh, this is a tough one. I meant to play this game, I never did.
Wheel World.
Oh, Wheel
by
World.
Johnny Jewel, Jun, and Orion.
I heard good things about this. I don't know if it's gonna be Rift. I don't know if it's gonna win.
And the winner is Rift of the Necrodancer. Music by Danny Baranowski, Alex McCullough, Jules Conroy,
That
Josie
soundtrack
Breckner,
is
Sam
fucking
Webster,
amazing.
and Nick Moistham.
You have
Hey,
so
I'm
many
Danny,
good,
music director for Rift of the Necrodancer.
so many good
Thank you
composers
for
on
the
this
award.
game.
I wanted to thank Brace Yourself Games for making the game and giving me a job, and TikTok Games for helping us make it. I want to
Hell
thank
yeah.
Sky Climenega for being my hand of the king and helping me so much with many musical tasks and heading up the level design, which is so important to the game. Don't want to forget the artist team, Alex, Jules, Josie, Sam, and Nick.
Hell yeah.
Without their contributions, the soundtrack would not have been.
It's a cool,
what
it's
it
a
was.
really good collab
Thank you so
soundtrack.
much.
And a huge thanks to our level designers, David, Ella,
It's on streaming
Ross,
services.
and
Worth a
Dustin,
listen. Worth a
for
listen.
helping make some charts that really work with the music to make the game.
I was a fan of Jules
feel
and Alex
really
before
fun.
this game, and like
Thank
they
you
do some
so much,
amazing.
everybody
Hey,
who
there's
voted.
Jules.
Thank you, Brace Yourself Games, Danny Baranowski, of course, all of my other composers.
Thank you.
Alex's music
Thank
is
you so much.
absolutely
I'm so
fantastic.
proud
He does a
of
lot
our
of funky
team.
remixes of like
Thank you.
Final Fantasy and other
Thank you.
music. Go listen to his music
Rock
in
and roll,
particular.
baby.
Fantastic composer. Oh, yeah.
Innovation drives our industry forward,
Innovation,
and no one does
okay.
it better than the indies. Here to tell us about the 6 games that push the boundaries through mechanics and out-of-the-box ideas is Cecia Castillo from No Goblin.
Hi, I'm Cecia from No Goblin. The indie scene is where new ideas thrive, risks pay off, and boundaries get pushed in ways the rest of the industry can only watch and learn from. This award celebrates the games
Oh,
that
do
took
they not
bold
have Rift the
chances,
Necrodancer
challenged
Untitled,
the
bro?
norm, and completely
They have
reimagined
Crypt,
what's
but I don't see Rift.
the ones that remind us why it's so important to support indie developers. Here are the nominees for innovation.
All right, I'm
Blueprints
curious about.
by Dogobomb.
Okay, okay, that's fair.
Free Ride by Flighty Fellow Games Inc.
Yeah, blueprints for this category is interesting.
Gas Station Story by NC.
Oh, could this be another Game Boy homebrew game?
PBJ the Musical by Philip
What is
Solomon.
this game? Hello? I kind of want that to win, by the
Ruffy
way.
and
Yo,
the Riverside
Ruffy?
by Socrates Laboratories.
Shout
UG.
out to Ruffy. Robbie, what's up? Hope you're doing well.
Taria and Como.
Bro, Ruffy in the Riverside is a very
Arcade
underlooked
Productions.
game this year. It's actually pretty fun. I don't think it's going to win. It's probably going to be Blueprints, but...
And the Indie Game Award goes to Blueprints
Yep.
by Dogubomb.
Well deserved, though. Well deserved for Blueprints. Very, very good game. But yeah, Ruffy is a banger.
I can't believe I won an Indie Game Award. I'm a big fan, as you might expect from someone
Robbie, what's
who
good?
plays only indie games, and part of the reason I
Hope you're doing well.
play indie games is because they're so.
It's a cool award show
innovative.
so
And,
far, Robbie. I would recommend going back
indie
to watch
devs
some more of it.
are the
It started
ones
like a little
taking,
over an hour ago.
you know, the
It
big
really started just an
risks
hour ago. The first
in
20
the
minutes was like a
industry.
recap of all of
They're
the
ones
GOTY
that are,
nominees. But so far, this has been a really good award show in terms of respecting the developers and the nominees and all that. There's a lot of good categories here. Like far and away, even
and I think
you could even
that
apply a
indie
lot of these
games
categories to
are
AAA
the
games,
heart
like in the Game Awards Jeff Keighley show.
of games because they
Hope
are
you're
the
doing well, too.
ones
Good to hear
pushing
it.
the medium forward. So
Yeah.
looking at the
Some
other,
personal picks of mine ended up winning, which is fun.
nominees, not just in the innovation category, but across all the categories.
I can't
There are
remember if
so
music
many
was one of the ones
sort
the
of
community could
fresh
vote on. I don't know if it
design
was,
and-
but I definitely
and-
voted for
and
Rift if it was.
concepts that I've never seen in games before. So I am deeply
But Ball Pit
honored,
and Roger Blueprints
to win this award
Rift
in a
winning?
company of
We are winning.
developers like this and in a year like this, because it has been
Also, Ruffy
so
getting a nom is
innovative.
great. I mean, I guess
See,
this is the show to do it. They're nominating so
innovative
many
or
indie games that I've
innovative?
never even heard of, which is
'Cause
really cool.
I think I say both frequently. I guess that's the cool
This
thing.
music in the
about winning an
background, bro,
award
I would
like
fall
this is
asleep to the song.
I'm not saying it wrong. I'm simply innovating the pronunciation.
Nice, dude.
But
This guy seems
seriously,
chill.
This means a lot.
I would go to the bar and grab a
thanks
drink with this
to,
with Tonda Ross. He seems chill.
The Indie Game Awards jury, and thank you to 6-1 Indie for putting this on every year.
Hell yeah. Blueprints is a great game. Go play it if you haven't already. Very chill. Crashable Studios.
Hey guys, this is Mike
What do they
with
make?
Crashable Studios, and we're so glad people are enjoying the game, and it's such an incredible honor to be chosen as
But what
Indie
game? I don't know
Vanguards.
but what game?
And our game Wildwood Down is a
Wildwood
slapstick
Down.
comedy adventure starring a main character who has Down syndrome. And now our childhood friend
Ah.
Daniel plays this character, and he has Downs. And we grew up with him, and he's like our brother from another mother. and he did all his own voice acting, and he's like the heartbeat and inspiration of the entire
Oh,
game.
that's
It was
kinda-
so
that's kinda
incredible to be able
cute.
to make this game with him. And so part
That's
of
actually
our
really
story is
cute.
that about a year and a half into making the game, Daniel was diagnosed with third-degree lung cancer, and he was rushed to the hospital. We didn't know if he was going to live or not, and it was really like a
I wasn't
terrible
expecting a
time.
gut-wrenching moment like this during this show.
Fans
man.
of the game and voice actors of the game sent us videos and messages and gifts while we were in the hospital. And also, while we were there, we got the
That's
news
really
that we
sweet.
won this award for diversity, and we sent in a thank you for it. And it was just incredible to see Daniel watch that.
The winner is Wild Down.
Aw.
Now,
That's
fast
that's
forward,
so
like 5 or
sweet.
6 months later, Daniel's doing like super well. He has a super high probability that he's going to live a
That's awesome.
full,
Wow,
healthy
what a good
life,
story.
which is just incredible. So thanks so much. We're so honored to be chosen as Indie Vanguards, and cheers to everyone enjoying the Indie Game Awards. Peace out, peoples.
That's awesome.
The Latin American Games Showcase is a platform that strives to increase the visibility of the video
Yep.
games being developed in the Latin region and by Latin
That is a
Americans
very
around the
heartfelt
world.
story.
Representing the region is
The
producer
fact that they
David
started
Lucio.
making the game about their
Hey
friend,
everyone, my name is David Lucio. I'm
and
the
then
founder and director of the Latin American
unfortunately
Game
getting
Showcase,
diagnosed with
a
cancer.
platform dedicated
Third
to
stage
uplift
too, is that
and
what they said? That's
celebrate the
crazy.
amazing talent
I'm glad
of
he
Latin
seems like he's
American
recovered.
game
That's
developers.
awesome.
The talent coming out of our community is
That's awesome.
world class, and it deserves to be
Very good.
celebrated.
Very
loudly.
good award.
And tonight I have the honor
Never told you
to
this, but when you
present
talk
the
about Blueprints
Latin
when it came
American
out, you
Game
thought it was a
Award,
cute nickname for
category that
Sonic.
recognizes the passion,
The Blueprints
resilience, and the original
himself,
voices
the Blue
that
Blur,
are
the
shaping
Blueprints.
the future of our industry.
That's funny. I like that.
And the nominees are from Ecuador, Despelote
Hell yeah.
by Julián Cordero.
So
and
Robbie, one thing
Sebastián
that's really
Valverde.
cool about the showcase is that they're recognizing
From Brazil, Pipistrello and the Course Yo-Yo.
they're
by
recognizing
Pocket Truck.
developers in specific regions, which I think is really cool.
From Mexico and the US, Taria and Como by Poppy Seed Studios Inc. and
Like we
Judy
have like
Productions.
regional awards, which is cool.
From Chile, Tormented Souls 2 by Dual.
And then they had an award for like games led by women directors. They had the
From
award
Brazil,
for
Adventure of Samsara
games
by
led by
Ilex
black directors.
Games.
Like it's very cool.
And
Yeah,
from the Dominican Republic, Culebra
Netta was
and
actually
the
saying
Souls
earlier.
of
Apparently,
Limbo
Pipistrello was
by
made in Brazil.
Galadin.
I had no idea. That's super cool. I'm gonna assume
The
Despelote.
Indie Game Award goes to Pipistrello
Oh, really?
and the
Pipistrello?
Course Yo-Yo by Pocket Truck.
Nice. This game looks really fun. I really would have thought Despelote would have won that, but that's cool.
Olá Indie Game Awards 2025 foi ano incrível para todas as produções da América
I love the
Latina.
plush too.
Não poderíamos estar mais contentes
Okay,
de
is it
receber
supposed to
esse
be like a
prêmio.
mouse?
O Pipistrello
Is
foi
that the main character?
inspirado
Is
em
the main
jogos
character a
que
mouse,
crescemos
Pipistrello?
jogando e imprimimos nele muito da cultura brasileira e da arquitetura
Yeah, for
também.
sure, Robbie. This
Em nome
award
de
show
toda
is
a Forte
very
Track
much
e toda
like
a equipe,
focusing on the
estamos
individual
muito
developers. There's
orgulhosos
so much
por receber
variety.
esse prêmio. Queríamos
You have no
agradecer a
clue,
todos que
Netto.
jogaram e colaboraram até então.
It looks like a
Muito
cursed
obrigado.
mouse almost, the mascot. Oh, a rat? Yeah, something like that. But the ears, maybe? I might have to keep an eye on this game. This looks really neat. This looks like a fun game. Has anybody played it?
Taking a project from concept
okay,
to fully
here we go.
realized is quite the undertaking, especially
Here
when
we go.
achieved
This is
solo.
a
Here
this
to
is a
celebrate
really
the
cool
games
category
led by
to
a
have.
single full-time developer is Jade Meadows.
This is a really cool.
Hi, my name
Oh,
is
you
Jade
have played
Meadows,
Takoyaki.
and I'm honored to be
Oh,
presenting
it is
the
good?
award
Nice.
for solo development. Making games is really hard.
So is Blueprints going to be in this
Games are the
category then?
intersection
Because I think that
of
was just
so many
Tonda
different
Ross, right? I don't know if anybody
disciplines,
helped him
from
with
art
that game.
and
I could be wrong.
animation to programming and writing and game design. Being a solo developer means stretching your creativity across all
Maybe
of
Ann
these
Roger.
specialties
I just don't
to bring
understand
your
how that
game to
limitation
life.
they said at the beginning
For
of the show
about the past
applies.
3 years,
I'm a little
I've been doing that for my game, Blue Ridge Hunting.
confused about how
which,
that's going.
by the way, is being published by 6-1 Indie.
Oh,
and you should
6-1
totally
Indie's a
wishlist
publisher, cool.
on Steam. Whether
Nice.
completely solo or with the help of the remarkable
Quick little plug, quick little
contractors,
plug, shameless plug.
volunteers, or friends, these developers each poured countless hours and endless creativity
Gotta plug where
into
you can.
bringing their
Especially
games
as a
to life.
developer, yeah.
Here are your nominees for solo
see.
development. Tall Trails by
I love
Brady
that
Sogren.
protagonist. Perfect. Perfect.
Lush Foil
We
Photography
don't need
Sim
higher
by
fidelity
Matt
graphics than
Newell.
that. That was perfect. Oh, whoa.
Megabonk.
Oh,
by Betty
Megabonk.
Nad.
Megabonk's another one that I've heard is actually pretty good.
Naiad by High Warp.
I could see Megabonk taking this.
Build by Lente.
I've heard very good things about Megabonk. I've heard it's like a 3D Vampire Survivors, which,
Vile Exhumed by Kara Cadaver.
yeah, I could see Megabonk making this. I could see it taking this category.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Tall Trails.
Oh, never mind.
By Brady
Tall
Soglin.
Trails. Listen, I love the character design. I love it. I've never heard of this game until now, but cool.
Hello, I'm Brady Soglin.
Megabunk was the
developer
game
of
that
Tall
withdrew
Trails,
from
and
debut
if you're seeing this,
indie.
that means Tall Trails has received
Because
the Indie Game Award for
the developer
solo
was like, I've
development.
made games
So,
before,
hooray,
like I'm
thank you.
withdrawing.
If you played Tall Trails,
Which honestly,
you know,
like,
Tall
mad
Trails
respect
is a
for
very
being like,
weird,
Jeff, you're fucking
joyful
wrong. I'm
game.
pulling out of the show.
Its
Like,
themes
mad
are
respect
very
for
close
that.
to my heart, so it means a ton to me to see other folks connecting with it like they have. So thank you all very much for that.
He's like, why are you guys playing my
while
game?
I was
Cool,
the only
but-
developer of Tall Trails, it definitely wasn't just me. So I want to also thank Dylan Payne, the composer of the soundtrack for Tall Trails.
Oh,
The
gotcha,
soundtrack's
gotcha.
amazing.
It's
It
solo
really brings the game up
developer.
a level.
Like,
So
obviously,
thank you,
like,
Dylan,
not
for that.
soundtrack.
Also want to thank
Because
Francesca
like I could have seen this being like
Carletta
Toby
Leone
Fox,
for
you know, with like
QAing the
Deltarune.
game,
Like
and
that would.
Greg
Because
Wolwend, who designed the
does
logo.
anybody besides
And
Toby
then
Fox
also
develop it
my
actually,
partner Phoebe,
or is it
my
literally just
friends,
Toby
my
Fox?
family. Without your
I know
support, it would
Undertale, I
not have
think
been
was,
possible to
but
make Tall
has
Trails.
it has
So
he
thank
grown a
you guys
team with
very much.
Deltarune?
Okay.
Because otherwise
That's
he would
all.
probably fit in that
So long.
category. That's a cute looking game for sure. Whee! I love it. I love the gliding. Fun.
The Industry Impact Award is
Oh.
our chance to recognize
Industry
individuals and organizations who have made remarkable and positive contributions to the indie scene.
This would be a
When
shoe-in for
discussing
Claire
potential
Obscura, but I
candidates
don't
among
know.
the curation jury, one organization consistently stayed at the forefront of our
Oh,
minds.
never mind. It's just
Their work doesn't always get the main stage
I see.
spotlight.
I see.
But the impact they make is a perfect example
It's not
of
like
why
multiple
this
games.
category
It's one
exists.
studio. They no.
But instead of us telling you more, we've invited a few mutual friends to share some words and their own experiences.
My name is Remy Siu, the creative director
Oh,
of
1000 Times Resist.
Resist. And I'm so excited to help present this year's recipient
Oh, okay, never
for
mind,
the
okay.
Industry
Okay.
Impact Award.
Cool. Okay, okay.
The first time I learned
I
about
thought
Game Devs
he
of
was
Color
winning the award.
was in
Okay, okay.
2020. It was at the beginning of the pandemic, and I had just decided to abandon my career in the arts to try making games for real.
Nice.
It was scary,
Can
and I
imagine.
knew very little about the indie scene at large, beyond that there were indie games. I didn't know if anybody would be interested in the themes we wanted to explore in 1000 Times Resist.
I've heard very good things about 1000 Times Resist as
Discovering
well.
Game Devs of Color
That was
was
this
a
year,
kind of
right?
revelation. A reminder
that last
there
year?
are people out
When
there,
did that game come out?
peers, who are interested
Maybe that was last year.
in the same things
Bro, when
that
did
inspire you.
I can't even remember time anymore, dude. It's
A
already the end of
reminder
2025.
that
What
the
is
gaming
happening?
community is not homogenous, but that there is and always has been diversity, both in the people and the games they make.
For sure.
It's a reminder that we should tell our own stories in the ways we yearn to, and not ask permission. There are so many Steam festivals and events out there now, but Game Devs of Color still feels like home. It's where games we make here at Sunset Visitor feel most comfortable in their own skin. So
Nice.
thank you, Game Devs of Color, and congratulations.
So Game Devs of Color
Hello and
is
Swadee Cup.
the
My name
winner
is
of this award.
Siangkun, and I'm an indie developer based
Maybe?
in Bangkok, Thailand. It is my honor to be here to help present this year's recipient for the Industry
Oh.
Impact Award.
I don't know.
I remember
I'm a little
attending my
confused about how
first
they're
Game Devs
presenting
of Color Expo back in 2021.
Okay, so I think Game Devs of
Looking back
Color
at
is
talks
the
I
winner of the
attended,
award, and there's
I'm
multiple people
honestly
talking about it.
surprised at how much it's still
think.
affecting my work today. I remember seeing Fami's talk, seeing someone from my home region who
Is that Among Us in the background? I
was
see
so
it.
visible in the industry. Someone who just showed the world that, hey, we make games too.
And
for a lot of us, just existing in this industry is
the hell's her name?
Kind of rough.
Hornet.
But
Sorry.
I'm thankful
Sorry.
for
I'm
Game
a
Devs
fake
of Color,
Silksong fan, I know.
for making this space
Yeah.
where people get to find their communities, where devs today get to experience this magical feeling of meeting someone who kind of just understands you. A space where we don't
Cool.
have to justify our presence, where we get to just exist, create, and share.
That is really cool about the games industry.
Today,
also
game
strong
development
next year.
is more approachable than ever, yet somehow still as difficult as ever.
Yeah, I
There's
can
still so
imagine.
many barriers at every step of the way, but for today, let us celebrate the work that Game Devs of Color has done for this industry,
For sure.
along with the work that they'll continue to inspire each and every day.
Nice
Hi,
speech.
I'm C. Bedford from Alamode Games, and I'd like to take a minute to
Lonk
talk
plushie?
about Game Devs of Color and the impact that they've had on the industry.
I'm sorry, what is the
They've
Lonk?
certainly given me opportunity
is that
to
bootleg
reach a
Link?
further
'Cause I've heard of that
audience and be
before,
able to
but I didn't know there would be
get
plushie
what
in that.
I'm
I imagine it's
creating
something
out
different.
there, to more people to see what it is that I'm making. As creators, I think.
Wait, actually, we're talking about that?
More that we want than
Bootleg-
to connect with other people
wait,
out there.
Lonk
in the
isn't
world.
it?
And at the same
Guys,
time, as
I thought
like
Lonk was just a
player,
meme that people were like, oh, look,
or
it's
a gamer
Lonk. I didn't know there was an
myself,
actual like
there's nothing
character
more that I
design
want than
for.
to find like an
It's a
exciting new
bootleg
world,
meme. Oh my god,
that is just unique and special.
That's amazing.
And something I
It's
haven't,
amazing that
you know,
that's official.
explored
Well, not
before.
official to Nintendo, but like
And
someone
I feel that is
visualized
exactly
and everybody
what
knows
Game
what they look
Devs
like. But
of
also the
Color
fact that there is a
does, and they
plushie.
do it really well.
That someone made a
They-
plushie, probably on
you know,
Etsy.
They put in real conscious
I also
effort
want a Snog
to
plushie.
find games that
A Sonic plushie would be pretty good.
maybe
Robbie, I agree.
overlooked.
That's so
simply
funny.
because of who's creating it and who's behind the desk putting it together, and it's a real shame because I believe there's so many players who are looking for those new experiences. And
That's cool. Shout out to
they
Game Devs of
do an
Color.
excellent job, I think, of trying to bridge communities together to find.
I'm expecting
I don't know,
this show to
just-
only
just
maybe go like
something to
another
connect with,
half an
something more
hour,
to
an hour.
connect with.
You're a
And
fake Sonic
yeah,
fan?
I believe they
Why are you a fake Sonic
very
fan, Robbie? What's
deserving
going on?
of this award.
Oh no,
which
Snog. People say Snog too.
I have the great
It's
pleasure
just
of
Sonic
being
is like
part
the
of,
really
presenting,
bad
which
drawn
is the
meme
Industry
one.
Impact
People say
Award.
Snog all the time.
They are very deserving of it. So congratulations and thank you very much.
I don't know if
Game Devs
Snog
of
has a
Color,
visual
for
design, but
all
I
that
knew what you
do.
meant. I knew what you meant. Shout out to Game Devs of Color.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kat Small. I'm an independent game developer for over a decade. And
Nice.
I'm also the executive director of Game Devs of Color, Inc. And our mission is to amplify the creative power held by people of color
That's
in
awesome.
games. We are so honored to accept this award on behalf of our entire team. Now, you
Back
can
in
see
good
the whole
graces.
team
Hey,
here.
listen, you're always welcome in the Sonic
the
community,
team is
Robbie.
me, it's Brian Carr, Brian Chung, GJ Lee. We have so many other amazing
That's
folks
awesome.
that help us do our work. We have Alexia, Brittany, Danielle, Imperatrice, Hamna,
A few of them are on
Iman,
camera.
Jace,
Not many of them, though.
Josh, Katiti, Crystal, Martin, Mylea, Sharpie, all of our partners and
Shout out to them,
collaborators.
that's
Just
awesome.
so many amazing people, and it really could not be done without every single one of those folks. So we are infinitely grateful, not just for this award, but also for every person who steps up to build
Oh
the
yeah,
future
shout out.
together.
Shout out. This is how you respect
Our online
developers.
conference, the Game Devs of Color Expo, started 10 years ago. Every September, we provide developers of color a platform to speak beyond token diversity
I love those
101
glasses.
talks.
Shout out
and
Devs,
share their
literally.
expertise and best practices through
I love those
panels,
glasses. Look at
talks,
those.
and interviews. The event extends beyond our global audience into local events too. We threw 14 watch parties for this last expo, and they
Wow.
were really fun. You should go next year. We also provide a lot of other opportunities through our GDOC Expo Direct and our Steam sale, which reaches hundreds of thousands of people
Steam
so
sales.
that devs can show their games to so many more. Thank you so much for recognizing the effort we put in
Shout out.
each year for building all of this.
I'm sure they're live now. Go
In a
check out
world
Steam sales.
where hegemonic entities merely check off their diversity checklist in order to profit off of tokenism.
Bingo.
Only to later abandon the marginalized once it's no longer useful. We band together in solidarity.
That's awesome. It's good. It's really good to have
resilience,
organizations
care,
like this,
and
especially
celebration.
these times.
We strive to
It's
be the
important to have
most
people like this.
pro-developer community. That's why we don't charge dev fees. We don't use any unpaid volunteer labor. We pay all contributors. We make our content accessible online with captions.
Nice.
We provide scholarships for in-person opportunities, and we have awarded over $400,000 in no-strings grant funding to help promising game creators build sustainable businesses, forming or expanding their studios. Because we put developers first.
As it should be.
We invest back into the community and in the next generation of game creators. So thank you to the Indie Game Awards jury for the honor, and thank you all for the time and attention. Our call to action is for you to join together with us in solidarity. We fight to create a better games industry that is intersectional and equitable. So come visit us.
The more
at
people you have
gamedevsofcolor.org
developing
and see how you
games,
can take part in the movement.
the more
of creating
games
an
you have.
industry where the underrepresented are included from the
You
very
know,
beginning
which isn't a
and
bad thing
just
by
an
any
afterthought.
means.
Well, we've come
Like-
to the final award
Oh,
of
okay,
the
here we
night.
go.
It's the big one.
Here to pass the torch and present Game of the Year on behalf of Local Thunk is
Thunk.
Wout van Halderen from PlayStack.
Cool.
Hey everyone, this is Wout from PlayStack.
But yeah, it's like the more people you have in the game industry, the more games get made, and the more variety there is in games, the more unique experiences you have. So why not have all these people make games?
To the next big game of 2025.
It's a no-brainer.
Now we always say indie games are the lifeblood of this industry.
All right,
and 2025 has proven
it's probably
that
going to be Claire
once
Obscure if I
again.
had to guess.
Now all these nominees,
It'd be
and
really
some
refreshing
others
if
that
Claire
might
Obscure
have
did
just
not
escaped
win.
the list are all worthy of your
But
time
I
and
think
recognition.
it's going to be Claire Obscure.
Of course, there can only be one winner, so let's take a
I
look
do
at
think
the
there's a slight
nominees.
chance it could be like a Blueprints or
Absalom
something.
by Dotemu, Guard Crash Games, and Supermonks. And Roger by Teary Hand Studio.
I don't think Ann Roger will take this, but the category it took, the emotional impact,
Blueprints
is well
by
deserved.
Dotubomb.
Most of these nominees won a category. I think that's a really
Citizen
good way of.
Sleeper
I think
2,
almost
Star
all these
Wars Vector
games that were
by
nominated
Jump
won a
Over the
category.
Age.
I don't think Absalom did, but like
Clair Obscur Expedition 33
Clair Obscur,
by
he pronounced
Sandfall
it correctly,
Interactive.
I imagine. I think it's gonna be Clair Obscur though, but Blueprints has a shot.
Zhao Xia, AP Thompson, Ji On Lee, Violet WP, and Ken Koda Snyder.
It's gonna be Clair Obscur almost 100%. But
Hades 2 by Supergiant Games.
did Hades? Oh, Hades 2 won the community. Same thing with Silksong.
Hollow Knight Silksong by Team
It could also
Cherry.
be Silksong. And won the community one.
Keep Driving by YCJY
A lot of good games nominated here, but it's probably going to be Clair Obscur. I don't want to say for sure because
Curse Yo-Yo by Pocket Trap.
just based on how the show is going, but most likely Clair Obscur. If I
And the
had to
winner
guess.
is Clair
Yeah.
Obscur
Makes
Expedition
sense.
33
I mean, listen,
by
it's well,
Sandfall Interactive.
it's well deserved. Very well deserved from what I've heard.
On behalf of the entire team at Sandfall, I want to say a massive thank you to the Indie Game Awards jury for nominating and awarding us with both debut game and game of the year tonight. It's an incredible honor, and standing here among
Dougie.
so many talented creators we admire is truly humbling. What began as a solo passion project couldn't have turned into the game
Maybe a game I'll check out at some
Expedition
point, we'll see,
33 is
but-
today. Without the immense dedication of our dev team, our publisher Kepler, the people who believed in us long before anyone else did, and our community who helped us become what we are today. We keep an indie heart
so,
and spirit,
listen.
and we are honored to be recognized
Not
alongside
surprising,
so many incredible games.
but still
Being
welcome.
An independent studio
you know?
in this industry is tough enough, and we feel
I
incredibly
mean, think about
lucky to
it.
be
This
where we
game
are today.
only won.
So we want to use
What
this
was the first game?
opportunity to
What was
celebrate
the first
other games
category?
that
It won
you
the very
loved
first
during the year.
category and the game
other
of the year,
nominees are all
and that's
fantastic,
it.
and we
So
pretty
yes,
much
it won every
played and
category it
loved
was
all of them,
nominated for, but it was only
especially
nominated for
Blueprints.
2 categories.
But we also gathered a list of our team's favorite indie
Oh,
games
that's
this
fun.
year we want to give a shout
That's
out to.
really fun. I like this.
Abyssus, Tiny
Abyssus,
Bookshop,
Tiny
The
Bookshop,
Seance of Blake
Manor,
Manor, Sword of the Sea,
Sword of the Sea.
and for our fellow JRPG enjoyers, the 100-Line Last
Wow.
Defense Academy,
Shout out.
and Trails in the Sky First
Wow,
Chapter.
this is where we get Trails of
We're
the
deeply
Sky.
grateful for this moment.
That's
and
where you get Trails of the
incredibly
Sky.
motivated
Shout
to keep
out. There you
pushing
go.
ourselves
Who was
creatively.
asking about that during the Game
Thank
Awards
you
stream?
again
Was
to
that
the
Ocean
Indie
Slayer? I think it
Game
was Ocean
Awards for
Slayer.
these incredible honors.
There's your
and
Trails
Thank you
shout
all for
out.
celebrating with us. Bye-bye.
Leave it to Sandfall. Well deserved. And the fact that it was only in a couple of the categories, you know, literally means that you get so many other recognitions. And honestly, I think this is the way to do it.
The second annual Indie Game Awards is officially
Right,
in
this
the
because this
books.
was only the second one.
Congratulations
Last year was
to
the
all
first
nominees and
year.
recipients, and a
And I
huge
meant to
thank
watch it,
you
but I
to
never
our
did.
Unbelievable presenters. who
So that
took
show
the
was only an
time
hour and a
to
half.
celebrate
That was a
this with
nice,
us.
that was a nice,
Once
well-paced
again,
show.
To all our fellow showcases, journalists, content creators,
Sure, you're not having these
institutes,
crazy
organizations,
announcements or world
and
premieres,
more
but
who
like
made
that's not
tonight
the point.
possible.
It's an award show.
Thank
Should be focused on the
And
awards.
of course, to our sponsors for believing
You
in the
know?
mission of the IGAs. Finally, thank you all for watching and hopefully cheering along from the comfort of your homes. It hasn't been a good year. We faced countless layoffs and closures driven
Thank
by
you.
corporate greed and the allure of AI,
Thank
both
you.
in development and journalism.
Shout out.
The outside
There's
world
the whole
remains a nightmare,
debate with the
fueled by
CEO
war,
of Larian
genocide,
right
and mass
now and the
starvation.
AI stuff.
Here at
Yeah,
home,
it's just about to wrap up
families continue to be
Takoyaki.
torn apart. Women's
Nice,
rights
quick
and
hour and a
freedom
half
of choice
show.
remain at
Nice and
risk,
well-paced.
And the safety and security of our queer, trans, and BIPOC communities are threatened every day. But you know what? Despite all the bad, We're here together tonight celebrating the good.
That's what matters.
Keep using
we
your
need
voice
moments
to make
like
a
this to
positive
celebrate
impact. Don't be
wins
afraid
like this.
to
That's
speak
what we
out
need.
against the real bad eggs who hold way too much power. Don't be afraid to show your support for Gaza and a free Palestine.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid to be a loud ally for underrepresented cultures, communities, and people altogether.
Damn.
That voice of yours is what's going to bring out
I
the
wasn't
good.
expecting them to pop
Maybe
off
one
the
day it'll lead
messaging
to
like
a
this,
future where
but
a game delay
that makes
is
me
our biggest
respect them
problem.
even more.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Sure would. Slowly but surely, though, we'll get there. And if you're angry about anything that he just mentioned, politely read the room. The Indie Game Awards
I love that.
2026. In the meantime,
If you
explore
disagree, if
the
you're mad about us,
IGHC
read the
event
room,
and
bro.
celebrate the scene
I
well
love
beyond
that.
the
I
credits
love
rolling.
that.
Until next time,
Mad
thank
respect.
you, happy holidays, and keep supporting independent, human-crafted art.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. That was a great sign off to a great show. Yeah, no, it was a good one. It was a nice breezy. Like there were some moments that were a little bit of a lull for me personally, just because it was like, you know, I feel like there were moments that weren't like the most, that didn't relate to me the most, but like overall, like, I mean, it was pretty well paced. So many games nominated. I learned about so many new indie games just from watching this show. That was really, really cool. Great show. And it really highlighted the developers. It really did. A lot of great developers out there of all sorts of identities, nationalities, ethnicities, all sorts of, from all over the world, all different types of people. And that's awesome. All these different people are making games, and they should. They should. The more, like I said earlier, the more people making games, the better. That was really fun. I'm glad I got to catch it this year. Makes me want to watch what happened next year. I thought that was a really good show. Of course. Yeah, I'll have to keep streaming this in the future. That was really, really fun. I want to go back and shout out. Sorry, Robbie, I don't want to spoil you too much. I want to shout out some of the so there was a 20-minute countdown that just went over the nominees for the game of the year. I want to shout out my personal picks that ended up winning. Blah 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 blah. I'm trying to remember where they were. It was after the peak part. What was in Bite Size Game again? Oh, that was the Time Flies one. Yeah. And then the Drifter. But yeah, a Ball Pit winning game design was hype. Ball Pit win this. That was awesome. Love to see that. This is, spoiler alert, my personal indie goatee of the year. Would have missed these awards if you didn't stream them. Same. I mean, like, I feel like these awards aren't super advertised, so it was honestly, like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like, I mean, obviously you guys know I'm not a huge streamer, but like to be able to use this platform to advertise a show like this, especially just as an alternative to something like the Game Awards, which I know we've critiqued plenty on this channel. It's just cool to have alternatives. You know, maybe I'll try to stream the BAFTAs this year, or, well, next year too. When is that? February, March? I forget when that happens, but maybe I'll have to stream my reaction to the BAFTAs. That one's a little longer. That one is more of a big show, similar to the Game Awards, just British. Dude, if they got Ben Starr again to host, that'd be crazy. I'd definitely be there for that. Yeah, shout out to Ball Pit there. And Roger winning Emotional Impact was awesome. Rift of the Necrodancer winning Best Music was awesome. Those were the three that I was definitely hyped for. Claire Obscura taking Indie Goatee, not surprising based on what I've heard about that game. I don't know how to feel about it being in the indie category, but you know what? That's a different discussion. But yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, Takoyaki. I assume you celebrate, but yeah, Happy Holidays to you. Thanks for jumping in. I know it's been a while. See ya. Yeah, I'm about to wrap this up anyways. Fidel, the biggest Sonic leak in history? Dude, do I want to know what this is? I don't know. Fidel's just bait sometimes. I love him, but come on, man. And some really good developer stories here in the show. Like, genuinely, some really good developer stories that were here in the show. I really liked the show. I really liked it. You know, I'm not here to react to huge announcements of games. I'm here to celebrate the games that came out this year. And it's very much a really good award show. I guess I didn't realize it was only the second year. Like, that's crazy. But sounds like we'll be here next year with some even more indie games. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to stream my reaction to this next year. But that's going to do it for this stream tonight, everybody. Thank you for watching if you did. If you were live in the chat, not in the chat or watching the VOD after the fact. Appreciate you watching however you do. Shout out to people who were live in chat. Takoyaki, Robbie, Neto, Pinata for a bit earlier. The Bildman Archivist I saw pop in. Mercury was here earlier. Grand Soren I saw. Web Spider Drawing. Listen, shout out to you, but don't spam, bro. spam some weird stuff in there, and then making alts because I hate that. Yeah, exactly, Robbie. New tradition. I want to watch and react to more of these awards shows. So BAFTAs maybe next year. We'll see. That's a bigger commitment for sure. This was a nice hour-and-a-half show. I think this is an easy one. You know what I mean? So thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Just a heads up, this is the final stream of the year. I'm going to be taking a break from regular live streaming after this for the holidays and probably a good amount into January, if not into February. I'll have a channel update up in January talking about when I'm back. I have some fun announcements for future live streams, so look forward to that in the channel update in January. In the meantime, I'm uploading videos. I got a Capcom video going up tomorrow. I have one of the top 10s for the end of the year going up probably Sunday. And as I'm trying to finish up Prime 4 my own time, I hope to have up a review of that game and my 2025 top 10 goatees. So look forward to that for the remainder of the month. But otherwise, hey, I hope you all, if you celebrate, have a fantastic holiday season. I really hope you, whether it's you're spending time with family or friends or even just by yourself, I hope you have a great holiday season. I hope it's a good one for you, especially with how brutal of a year it's been. Like, take some time for yourself, play some games, or don't. Just enjoy your time. I hope you have a good one. Yeah, happy holidays to you too, Neto. And play more indie games. That's all I got to say. I'll see you all in the new year. Check out the videos on the channel in the meantime if you're interested. But that's it for streams for this year. Happy 2025, everybody. Happy holidays. We'll see you later. You too, Robbie. Happy holidays. Shout out to all of you. Y'all are the best. So close to that Blinks goal. Sometime next year. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. Play more indies. Ball Pit. Or other games. I love it. See ya.